Let's go. Trying a little something new. What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Isaiah coming to you again from BucosLocker, live at the Fore Lookout. A little something new I want to try. Fore Lookout. This is I'm going to start doing this every Sunday, doing a lookout, scouting the next week's opponent. And our next week our opponent is the Atlanta Falcons. So I'm at the Fore Lookout at the ship, and I'm going to do a little bit of scouting and seeing what Atlanta is bringing to the table this year. And I'm probably going to do it till halftime, just to, if the game is good, I might keep going. But you know what it is. Just doing a little scouting, that's all. What's going on, Kent? I'm chilling, man. Just me and you right now, dog. Just me and you. More people will come later, but we chilling right now. We just trying to watch a little football. That's all. We ain't bothering nobody, We don't want no trouble. But welcome to the Fore Lookout. For those of you that don't know what the Fore part of the ship is, it's the front part of the ship, the very front part of the ship, and standing at the front looking, seeing next week's opponent. We got the Falcons versus the Eagles, so we're gonna see what's shaking with them. You know what I'm talking about? Let me get my phone real quick. Pull up. Let's get it. Y'all chilling, man? Gonna be watching some games today. Come on, see what the Falcons bring to the table, man. They got to show me something. It's serious out here, folks. Football is back. I know everybody happy and ready to roll. What's the business is, man? Welcome to Fore Lookout. This is something new I'm doing, man. Fore Lookout. We're going to scout the opponent for next week. And the opponent is the Atlanta Falcons. And we're going to do some scouting on them. So welcome to Fore Lookout. What's going on, Guru? Like Mike 82. Jonathan, what it do, man? Neil L. Johnny R. Johnson. You got the same hat? You got Sunday ticket, man? Send the link, man. Send the link. Fire to Kenneth Gmail813 at gmail.com, fam. You got Sunday ticket. You know me. I'm trying to watch multiple games. I got my laptop. I got my tablet. I got the phone. I got another phone. So I'm trying to watch multiple games at one time. So I got the TV. I'm about to get another laptop.
Meanwhile, on the flip side of things for the Eagles, Nick Sirianni takes over for Doug Peterson last.
You got 8 games on right now?
Indianapolis as their offensive coordinator. A couple of offense coordinators with top 10 draft picks on the offensive side of the ball. There's Lavonte Smith.
We back, baby.
Winner. Here in Atlanta, fans are back. Week 1.
Send the link, baby.
NFL on Fox as the Falcons have won the toss. They've elected to receive.
I got one, two. I got to put a game on this one.
Returning kicks. Back to receive. Elliott to kick it off. And here we go. From Atlanta, as Patterson will let
Let's
it
see
go.
what these Falcons do, man.
Over his head out of the end zone, and we will see Matt Ryan, who comes on in. It's only 55,700 passing yards. Not too bad his first 13 years.
Let's see what the Falcons bring to the table, man.
Coming to put your stamp on this offense. That's a pretty good place to start. You got a proven, long-time winner at the position. And
what's up, Steven? You got the link?
Long career left ahead of him.
I'm on my tablet too.
That's the biggest thing when you notice Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, the number one receiver. That's the number one overall pick. Kyle Pitts in motion on the fake. It's Ryan loading up the throw. And delivers his Ridley. Ryan off the bat, who's up across the 40 to the 41.
Falcons got an offense now.
16 yards on a first down, and the Falcons.
What's the link, Steven?
Start the season.
You got 8 games, or I got 4 right now. I'm trying to go 4 games. There's a lot going on right now, man.
Here is Mike Davis, another new Falcon. His first carry, good moves for Davis into Eagles territory. He's got 11, so just like that, 2 plays back.
Don't get too hyped up, Falcons. Falcons.
Mike Davis fills in last year with
Opening drives always like
It's
this.
just a basic zone. Watch him come all the way back across the backside. Great job up there up front with the offensive line.
Opening drives are always like this.
Good start for Atlanta. Here's Davis again off the left side, and he's inside the.
I'm not sold on Atlanta Falcons, man. Not sold on them.
Defense with new coordinator Jonathan Gannon, and one thing that should be the strength of their D is right there, that front 4 defensive line.
It is, and something to keep an eye on today is so much of what Jonathan Gannon wants to do defensively entails 2 high safeties.
The fake. Ryan now some pressure, throws on the run as a catch to Patterson, but he's tackled after a short game.
Yeah, so to that point, right?
Getting all hyped up. The Falcons trying to get all hyped up like they really like that. This our first drive of the season, man. Y'all ain't showing me nothing.
And be able to support the run. A lot of pressure on the defensive line. He feels he has the front that can handle it. Something to keep an eye on as the game unfolds.
It feels good, man. See here, man. Lot going on right now, man. I'm watching a bunch of games today. The Falcons. What's up, Kent?
So far, Harris with the tackle, but another first down for Atlanta. You see early on.
Calvin Ridley, man. Like, we got to have somebody to guard him next week. Carlton Davis, man. See, the thing about our cornerbacks, man, about the Bucs cornerbacks is the quick twitching cornerbacks that we don't have. So we're going to have a little issue with Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley going to eat. We just got to shut down everybody else.
It was Kyle Pitts, the number 4 overall pick, but could not stay in bounds. How about the tempo so far on the opening drive of the season?
I love it. You know, all offseason, everyone guesses, what are they going to do? What's the offense going to look like? Let's come right out. This is the first time they've huddled now to start the game. I love it. Getting that rhythm, get this group into an early rhythm. I love it.
And because of that first huddle, the Eagles starters on the D-line get a little break. Go I formation, go to Davis again. He dances his way for a couple of yards.
The only good thing about the Eagles, really, they got a good D-line and they got a good cornerback, Darius Slay. But outside of that, they don't have anything going for themselves, really. Eagles is just not that good.
And then came over here. Falcons have been looking for a running back for a long time. And Davis, they're hoping he could be that guy. See the numbers from last season. Third and 7. Ryan pressure throws. It is caught and held on to. Ridley again.
Man, can somebody guard Ridley, man? Come on, Eagles. He throwing the one guy the whole time. Come on, Eagles. Tighten up.
And all they're gonna have Gage run out. They're gonna have Ridley run a little post. Great job.
What up, Truly the GOAT?
Gets in the backfield, puts some pressure.
They keep throwing to the same guy. They can't cover one guy.
Hargraves right along his face tries to get, but Matt Ryan, tough as nails, has done this for a long time. Him and Calvin Ridley have gotten into an early rhythm here early in week 1.
Number 5. I'm waiting for Kyle Pitts to show me something. What's going on with Kyle Pitts?
whistle of the day as a penalty. And our referee, Scott Novak.
12 players on defense. Pretty interesting. I mean, right now, Arthur Smith, he's found something in this up-tempo rhythm. But, they're having trouble on the secondary. Something that Jonathan Gannon talked about. He wants to play a lot of guys. He wants to have a lot of personnel packages. When you don't huddle, you don't allow the defense to match your personnel or get their guys up front and break. Right now, Arthur Smith has his team in a
No. Don't make any sense, man. Back down. Nah. Forward lookout is good. That's mean we looking at the next opponent. Ooh, Brandon Graham.
Watch Brandon.
Holy crap.
He defeats this block, and he sticks his head right in Mike Davis's chest. That's about as formed tackle as you could want. He's been playing at a high level for a long time.
Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox.
Defensive side of the ball.
Like I said, Eagles D-line pretty good, but outside of that, they don't got nothing going for themselves. Nah. Forward lookout, man. Forward lookout is when you're scouting the next where you're going at. You're looking at see if there's any other ships out there, any other opponents. That's how you set that up. Batting down is right before the game. Like we like this. We at the forward part of the ship right now, and we just looking right now. We try. Oh, we see the Falcons way over there. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? They're not attacking us yet. They're not attacking us right now. They over there playing. We over there like this. Forward lookout, man. We scouting everybody at the forward part of the ship, and we looking, and we see the game over there, and we looking.
He's gonna slip into that next window. I think he came up. It might have been late. Matt Ryan doesn't want to take the sack. I think he's just getting rid of the ball there.
We ain't got nobody's fighting us right now. We ain't got to back down the hatches right now. We don't got to batten down anything right now. We chilling right now. Of course. Typical Atlanta Falcons, they get to the red zone and they can't convert. Every time. They just stall every time.
Changes things up there. After playing really a 7-man coverage back in, he dropped 8 there. True passing situation. Nowhere really for Matt Ryan to go. He tried to get it to Mike Davis.
Typical Falcons, man. Typical Falcons. They get to the red zone. They look good between the 20s, don't they? They look good. But as soon as they get to the red zone, as soon as they get inside that red zone, boy, wash. Nothing. Yeah, that'll work. Falcons is all hype. The Chargers just scored on the Redskin defense. The Eagles still got a good front seven, man. They still got a good front seven, but they offense ain't that good though.
Sandwich taco from Taco Bell. A taco or a sandwich?
It's the fold that makes the taco.
If you don't have a tortilla, you don't have a taco. Bit of a bread burn there.
Ingredients stacked vertically.
Let's go. We here, baby. First Sunday, man. I had to do a video today, man.
You've heard the arguments from both sides. Now, which side are you on? The new crispy chicken sandwich taco from Taco Bell. The all-new Honda Civic is designed to boot. In fact, car drivers call the Civic more fun to drive than top competitors. Because in their performance testing, the Civic was the quickest around the track. With more power.
Yeah, pregame will work.
And sharper handle than its rivals. The all-new Honda Civic, built for all kinds of fun. Get a great deal on the Civic. Contact your Honda dealer today or shop online.
Yeah, the Bears and Rams game gonna be good, man. I think it's gonna be good. I want to see what Joe Burrow doing. How many y'all bet? How many got better in the game already? Y'all betting on any games?
No, just an inspiring singer-songwriter with my bandmates. You can have that Rogers rate to regular folks like us.
State Farm has rates that fit anyone's budget.
Is that so? I'll give you. In that case, this one goes out to an ex-best friend of mine who took my rate, just gave it away.
For surprisingly great rates that fit any budget, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Trey Lance gonna get me. Hey, I got 4 games on right now. I'm kind of trying to switch through them all. Got a game right here. Let me look at the 49. Let's see what they got going on.
Well, it certainly was an interesting way for the Falcons to start the year. They went up tempo. They only huddled once, really. 14 plays, though, but they're denied a touchdown. That was a little bit of an issue for them last year. They do get a 21-yard field goal.
The Falcons in the red zone so horrible.
Now it'll be Jalen Hurts' turn. Got the starts for them at the end of the year last year. And now the starter for the first full year as we get set to go. And now the Eagles will have their
The Lions are so horrible. The Lions are bad. I'm even watching the Texans and Jaguars game to see. The Lions missed the field goal.
First quarterback in the Super Bowl era to have that many yards. 1-3. The last game he was pulled early, though, kind of a strange scenario. Hey, Greg, the one question is...
The only game you watching the Saints and the Packers. Why? Why you want to watch the Saints and the Packers, man? Why? Oh, because you want to watch Winston? I think pretty much the Bucs community is going to watch that game. I think, let's be real. I think everybody's going to watch that game. I guarantee you 80% of the Bucs fan base is going to watch the Packers and Saints game. I put some money on that. Because they're going to be making comments. They're going to be talking. You know how that is. I'm going to watch the game, but I'm not going to be doing all that crazy stuff.
After the runner way out of bounds, personal foul, unnecessary weapons on the defense in the 23. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
You know, it's so hard, right? They're so worried about,
I think 80% of the Bucs fan base is going to watch that game. And I think they're watching it for one reason and one reason. They're not watching it because they want to watch the Packers. They're watching it because of Winston. So they can just make comments and tweet and all that stuff like that. You know how that is. I'm not going to tweet or anything like that. I'm going to watch the game, though. I'm going to watch it because it's a good football game. I'm going to watch the game because it's going to be a good game. I'm not going to watch the game to talk about one player.
And now the Eagles look like they're going to try and go fat as they get up to the line of scrimmage. So both these teams, we didn't know what was going to
I'm watching it because it's going to be a good football game, not because of one player.
So far, it's go fast. And look at this formation. Sanders coming out to Watkins again. And kind of a beautiful tackle as Oliver coming up from the secondary. So 3 passes, all to Quez Watkins. And you know what, your wide receiver.
And you know what they are, KB? Those are all box count run pass options, right? So what they're telling Jalen Hurts is it's a run play out of the huddle. If you don't like the box count, if you don't like the coverage, you can pull it. We saw 2 little swing bubble screens to Quez Watkins early, and now we did it again. Those are all going to be a big.
He was trying to do a little college setup.
Second down and 8. This time, Hurts going to keep it. A lot of room inside the 30. Jalen Hurts down.
A lot of read option with the Eagles doing. A lot of read option.
So, KB, when defenses are getting ready, right, they're not going to block this guy here. So what they're going to do is, this is a run action, and now he's going to pull it to space. And the conflict the defense.
You know, the Eagles are running the college offense right now, right? They don't even understand that. They're running the college offense.
You want to play zone. What is the he's going to do on defense to battle this? He's got to pick his poison when you have a quarterback that can pull and run the ball.
And Hurts was a guy that ran for almost 1,300 yards at Oklahoma his final collegiate year. He can do that. Late Down to 2 at 1. And they don't get it off.
They're running a college offense.
KB, to just further explain what I'm talking about there.
I don't care what Winston does against the Packers. I hope he throw 2 picks against the Bucs. I can care less what he do against the Packers. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, you focused on one guy. I think, are you like focused on Winston or are you focused on the game? Because I don't care what he does against the Packers. I hope he throw picks against the Bucs. Whatever he does against other teams, I can care less. Like, if he does good, he does good. But I'm not going to be like every game. I hope he does bad. Like, I hope he does good every game. I hope he does bad every game. Like, don't worry about that. Wait till he play us. Let him throw picks against us. See, you can't be focused on one player. See, that's what I'm saying. You got to focus on the whole entire thing. You know, I'm not worried about what he does against the Packers. I'm not worried about that. It doesn't affect us. You get what I'm saying? Focus on what he does against us. Don't worry about what he does against the Packers. Worry about what he does against the Bucs. Throw 2 picks against the Bucs. Throw 4 picks against the Bucs. Don't worry about how many picks he's gonna throw against the Packers. Does it matter? Does it matter against for us? No. That's what I'm saying. You got to focus on the bigger picture. Focus on the bigger picture. Get your emotions away from one player and focus on the bigger picture. Too emotional, Emotional. I think you still got some emotions towards one player. You got to focus on the bigger picture. Lavonte Smith. The Falcons defense is horrible. Ooh, they are bad.
No contact with Fabian Moreau. It's just enough to allow Devontae Smith to clear that. It's not a pick. Offensive guys don't call it.
The Falcons defense is so bad.
Slight rub route out of the slot. Could draw up a better start for the young quarterback and the young wide receiver.
That was a heck of a drive, and the penalty against him didn't even matter. And there's Devontae Smith.
Boy, the Falcons defense is bad.
Heisman Trophy winner. Gets involved. His first catch is an 18-yard.
Look, if you don't have a horse in that race, I wouldn't worry about that game. It's gonna be a good game, but I wouldn't really. Are you rooting for the Packers or are you rooting for the Saints? I mean, does it matter? Like, only root for the Bucs. It's kind of weird that you guys are talking like that. I just find it kind of weird that you're worried about the Packers and Saints game. Like, you like the Packers too. You can't like the Bucs and the Packers. You can't do that. You gotta like one team. I have no horse in that race. I have no feelings in that race. No emotions in that game. I want to see a good game.
Here it is. If you're shopping in the past, well, good luck with that. Ram, the top brand in new vehicle quality in the entire automotive industry.
Worry about the bigger picture. Oh, Trey Lance?
But your customers, they still expect things.
Yeah, Jimmy G done, man.
They want it all personalized.
Yeah, Trey Lance with a touchdown.
With IBM, you can do both. Businesses like insurers can automate IT processes.
Yeah, Trey Lance, man, he's gonna play more. Yeah, it's just a foregone conclusion. I don't even know why they started Jimmy G. I don't even understand that. Like, Trey Lance is just better.
That's why so many businesses work with IBM.
Like, why did the 49ers start Jimmy G? Like, I don't understand that. Trey Lance get in the game and they just touchdown Trey Lance. Like, it was no point of playing Jimmy G. Like, just trade the guy, man. You don't need him. Every boy started Jimmy G like he really liked that. Like, I don't know what Kyle Shanahan was thinking. That just didn't make any sense.
So much new, it didn't fit in our last ad. Like the new deli style oven roasted turkey and new hickory smoked bacon. It's the Eat Fresh, Refresh, and Subway. There's so much new, we don't even have time for this guy.
Yeah, he fumbled. Like, he fumbled. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the 49ers doing? Stop playing around with Trey Lance. Put him in the game and let him ride. I don't understand this affection for Jimmy G. You trying not to hurt his feelings or something?
Football fans, you still have time. Enter your Fox Super 6 picks.
Stop playing, man. Stop playing with Jimmy G and let it sit his ass down.
Just download the app and play for free. And good luck.
Trying to play Jimmy G like, no, man. Go ahead and play Trey Lance and get it over with. Just like the Chicago Bears. They started Andy Dalton for no reason. Like, why are you starting Andy Dalton? Like, where are you going with him? You're not going anywhere with Andy Dalton.
7 plays, 75 yards, and then hitting Lavonte Smith, the number 1 overall
Stupid.
with an 18-yard touchdown to the corner.
Oh, my TV on blast.
And an action-packed first quarter here from Atlanta. So far, return on investment just fantastic.
I think the Steelers are done too, man. My bad. I turned it down. My bad.
Now Kyle Pitts is your turn. Patterson from the end line's got taken out. From 9 yards deep, Cordero Patterson sprinting to the edge. He's in some trouble and nothing is there. Let's go back to the touchdown. Falcons want a late hit. I don't see a flag.
So Nick Sirianni, he's very intentful now how he sets this formation up. By putting Zach Ertz outside of Devontae Smith, it gives Jalen Hurts a man read. So now they can run.
The Steelers, man, I don't know what they're doing with Roethlisberger, man.
Just enough of a rub for Devontae Smith.
Yeah, I didn't understand that Jimmy G thing, man. Like,
young kid, easy read, great throw.
All right.
Really well done by Nick Sirianni and that Eagles offense.
Now mentioned Kyle Pitts not in the game on this play for Atlanta.
Kyle Pitts ain't done nothing.
And let's start it off to Patterson getting a run across the 20. It's flag for Patterson. Flag flies from the secondary. As Cordero Patterson up around the first down. But let's see what the penalty is.
The Lions are so bad, man. The Lions are so bad. Yeah, Florida State, man. How many wins Florida State got? 0. Florida State's so horrible, man. They got rid of Willie Taggart. They bring in Mike Norvell. Mike Norvell played that coach at Memphis. You know, the spread thing. Goes to Tallahassee. Ain't doing nothing there. Florida State lost to Jacksonville State, man. That's embarrassing. The Lions are so bad. Dan Campbell, like kneecaps off. What's up with Kyle Pitts, man?
Hey, Kevin, a lot of conversation about that quarterback position in the Bay Area. Guess what? Trey Lance here connects on a 5-yard touchdown pass to Trent Sherfield. Jimmy G started the game, and of course, sprinkling in Trey Lance throughout the ballgame. Niners up 7-0. Kevin, Greg, and Pierre.
Well, the first Niners touchdown, Trey Lance. Didn't see that one coming. Kyle Pitts in the slot for Atlanta. They're going to run to Patterson again. Good hole for Shaq and Fore. And the Falcons on the ground. For more on these new look Falcons, we've been out of Cam Oliver.
I'm trying to see what the Bengals doing, man. Josh Allen missing passes. I think Josh Allen had a outlier year. I think he'll come back to his normal mean. I know they was really a hype for Josh Allen, but I just think that they was overhyping him last year. I think he'll come down to his means. He had an outlier year, man. That's not his style.
Thanks for that. And it's Hurst who had a catch on the first drive. That's wild, right? You're here, Matt Ryan, been in the league a long time.
Joe Burrow ain't looking too good right now. It's called the lookout, man. Ford lookout. Doing a little scouting, man. Yeah, this is the first time I'm doing a lookout. Ford lookout. And basically the Ford lookout is basically scouting the next week's opponent. For those of you that's joining, the Ford lookout is something I'm going to do. This is new for this season. I'm going to be doing this every time. So whoever we playing the following week, I'm going to watch the game. You know, it's called Ford Lookout.
Harrison just has to try to get into his back pocket and follow him. You don't see a lot of teams use a true fullback.
Yeah, the Falcons offense, they got an offense, but their defense so bad. We're gonna put up a lot of points on them. I see we're gonna score another 30 points plus, like against the Falcons, man. They're just not good.
Going low on the tackle was Patrick Johnson, a rookie reserve linebacker from Tulane. Well, you talk about
Atlanta gonna have to keep up.
And you talk about Arthur Smith. You have Derrick Henry, right? So you asked him, what's the deal with balance? How many rushes? Yeah, I thought his answer was great.
His answer was great. He said, "Look, I'm just going to give the ball to my best player." So yeah, we ran the ball.
Falcons ain't gonna be able to keep up.
If I don't have Derrick Henry, I'll figure out what else works. And I just think that's such a great perspective.
Yeah, we're gonna score about 35 on them.
Great awareness.
What up, Cody?
36 yards on the ground already in this game. Ryan throwing over the middle. It's incomplete. Maddox with a good shot on him, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I don't know. I didn't understand why the Falcons didn't draft a quarterback. I don't understand that.
Sometimes it's like, okay, what's the percentage? Is it 50-50? And for some coaches, maybe that's it. But
yeah, I'm going down. I'm going down little by little, man. Little by little. I'll get to it, man. There's old email in there too, man. I got to check too. So I'm still working my way. So it was a lot of emails in there. Yeah, Ryan. I don't understand why the Falcons didn't draft a quarterback. They could have drafted Justin Fields. Like, they could have had their quarterback for the future, man. Because got to remember, the NFL is pockets. The NFL is a young ass game, right? It's in pockets. You got so many years in a pocket to win, and you got to plan for the future. Okay, we got a super chat. First super chat of the day. Station 9 Inc. Back-to-back Bucs champions. I don't care what anyone says. I be like the IRS Junior, collecting everyone who owes me from 2020. Keep grinding. Appreciate the super chat, man. I like that. Station 9. I like that. That's a good one, Station 9. So those of you that's joining, the Fore Lookout is a segment that I'm going to do every Sunday to scout the next opponent for next week. So get used to this. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be doing this every Sunday. Or, every time we got to scout the next opponent. Cal Pitts ain't done nothing. All that for an inch? They did a play action for an inch. All that for 1 yard? All that for 1 yard? All that for 1 yard. I mean, that's very dangerous to draft a player like that high. I mean, was it really necessary? Was it really necessary to draft Kyle Pitts at number 5? I don't think it was necessary. Should have got a quarterback. The Falcons trying to hold on to Matt Ryan, man.
Falcons second possession on the move. They switched left guards. Drew Dahlman is now in for Jalen Mayfield. Not sure if there's an injury or just a change. Davis come back. Davis first down. Inside the 10. First and goal.
Mike Davis nice, man.
Charging and a 12-yard gain.
Mike Davis nice. Like I said, man, we're gonna have some. We got to worry about. We got to Falcons offense, man.
Versatility of Kyle Pitts, they can show two backs, but also
Davis. Yeah, we had a little more speed, man. Here we go again. Falcons in the red zone.
Another long drive. They're gonna pitch it. Davis, deep block, trying to get there.
I'm telling you, Falcons is not going to score, dog.
And there is a penalty on this play, right around the line of scrimmage.
I think they're going to call it shot block here. I think you see.
Cincinnati problem is the O-line. I'm watching the game right now. I'm kind of flipping through the games.
That's initially what I saw live, but that's the second.
I'm watching 3 games at one time.
Defensive holding. It's not a very common call up front, but it's the second time we've seen him now. You see?
Yeah, right there.
Minnesota, my gosh. I'm not a firm believer in Kirk Cousins. What does Atlanta get? Atlanta gets in the red zone and just can't do anything. What up, Rabbit Lee?
We told you about Mayfield being out for Dalvin at left guard, so he's okay. Now back to the penalty.
Legal formation, offense, number 8 covered up number 85.
Atlanta's so bad in the red zone, man. And the Vikings' O-line is horrible.
And really in the NFL, different than college where you truly have to be behind the feet of the on-the-ball player. They want to just see a little space. I guess the ref.
Nah, Dirk Cutter retired. I told y'all, man. Y'all didn't realize how bad Dirk Cutter was for the Bucs, man. I don't know why the blame was on the quarterback. That Dirk Cutter was so bad. He was horrible. Should have never been a head coach. The Falcons so bad in the red zone. Once they get to the red zone, they just don't know what to do. Oh my gosh, man.
To the 12. And now they're happy with the 2 drives, KD. They've gone up and down.
The Falcons are so bad in the red zone.
They don't want to stall again. First series of the season. You don't want to do it back to back.
4-man rush. Ryan forced out the field incomplete. Maddox was all over Pitts on the play.
Yeah, they're forcing the ball to Kyle Pitts too.
Time now we've seen Pitts lined up with the nickel Maddox in the slot. Earlier in the game, they tried to throw a quick little out route that Maddox was able to.
You gotta get him up the field.
Ball with a big collision, and there again, there wasn't a ton of separation. Matt Ryan tried to put that ball to the boundary, but
they gotta get Pitts up the field, man.
Targets of Kyle Pitts. He's had the one short reception, but they're trying to get him involved.
That's Gage in motion, number 14 this year. Patterson right up the gut and inside the 10. That'll bring him a 3rd and goal, and that'll bring up the second quarter. Well, a lot of yards in this first quarter, some swag, too.
I ain't seen nothing but the Falcons doing everything between the 20s. They get in the red zone, they're horrible.
Falcons on their second drive looking to punch it in. After one from Atlanta, 7-3, Eagles.
The baddest superstars on the planet are unleashed in prime time. All new Friday Night Smack.
He's a Jacksonville so bad.
On Fox.
People who knock these buildings down will hear all of us soon.
Commemorate the 20th anniversary of September 11th with 3 new shows that remember the resilience, bravery, and patriotism for our country. Only on Bucs Nation. We're making mad finger history.
You know what? I think the Bucs should start doing that, man. Using the back in front of the running back, like a fullback or something. They should. The Bengals ain't doing nothing. The Bengals ain't doing. Joe Burrow don't look good right now. Joe Burrow still looks scary. I think Joe Burrow's an average quarterback. I think he's gonna be okay, but I don't think he's gonna be like what everybody's trying to say he's gonna be. I think he's gonna be like, all right, he's not gonna be bad. I think Joe Burrow's will be okay. I don't think he's gonna be upper echelon. Y'all see what Zach Wilson doing, man? Zach Wilson looking horrible out there, man. 1 for 5, man. And they was hyping up Zach Wilson too, man. The Lions just scored. They was hyping up Zach Wilson too.
Oklahoma went down as the game of the century. Ask your old man, he'll tell you the stories. That's why the entire great state of Nebraska is headed to Norman this year, hoping for another classic. But these he's not the same superstar. Oklahoma's barreling into Saturday with a whole lot of horsepower and a high school front runner at the reins. And to kick it all off, the best pregame party of the weekend. It's time to start Saturday.
They did hype up Zach Wilson big time. The Lions just scored. Oh, D-Hop had a really good catch. I didn't catch it.
Falcons have absolutely dominated, but they had to settle for a field goal on the first drive after a 14-play drive. And now here they are again. It's about to be the 14th play of this drive. Going to be a 3rd and goal from the 9.
The Falcons just getting the red zone and can't do anything.
Another 4-man rush. Ryan in trouble. Sling on the fly. He had nowhere to go. Davis was out there. The pressure was coming.
Once again, another field goal inside the red zone. The Falcons is, oh my gosh, it's Matt Ryan, man. I'm telling you, they need an elite quarterback. Matt Ryan is an average quarterback now. Matt Ryan days as being really good is over.
Matt Ryan hasn't had anywhere to go with the ball. Both times he went late to Mike Davis in the flat. They're going to have to change it up a little bit and find a better attack of these zone defense that Philly and Jonathan Gannon are throwing at Matt Ryan.
A 27-yard try for Younghoe Koo, and a 21-yard.
I just don't see it with Matt Ryan. I don't know what they're trying to hold on to.
And it's up and good.
Once again, like they should have drafted a quarterback. They should have drafted for the future. I mean, Joe Burrow is not going to be really bad. He's just going to be okay. Like I didn't say, he's going to be okay. Oh, Murphy Bunton broke dislocated elbow.
We took the truck that helped build this country.
He's going to be out for a couple weeks.
We took the vehicles businesses used to keep the lights
Victor Cortez, he'll be out for a couple weeks, maybe about 2 games, maybe 3.
We took the original 0 to 60 head turner. Then gave it.
He's not sold on Matt Ryan, man.
We took the familiar and made it revolutionary.
Global clothing consumption has doubled in the last 15 years. We can change that.
When we make better, we can buy better. When we buy better, we can wear it longer.
When we wear it longer, we can buy less.
When we buy less, we can waste less.
And when we waste less, we can change. We're good.
I think our secondary. I think we'll get better as the season go along. I don't expect our secondary to be like, they say grave diggers, but no, they're going to be like in the middle of the pack. I think our secondary will probably be between 15 and 20 in ranking. I mean, they'll right now they're going to be at the bottom in the NFL right now. They're number 32 is the pass defense. But eventually, as the season go on, I think the secondary will get better, and they'll probably get up to like the mid, like between 15 and 20. Yeah, give it a couple games, and like I said, about 8 games into the season, you'll figure out what type of secondary you got. I wouldn't really trip right now because they got room to get better. Well, they at the bottom. The Bucs secondary is at the bottom, so they can't. They got no way but to go but up. You know what I'm saying? So I would say about week 8, they'll probably be like middle of the pack. If not, we in serious trouble.
The entire great state of Nebraska is headed to Norman this year, hoping for another game of the century.
Yeah, that's just my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? The Jacksonville, but I don't even think Jacksonville's going to win the game.
Show me the football schedule.
They're down 14-0 to the Texans, man.
7-6 Eagles. Early second quarter from Atlanta. Week 1, the NFL on Fox. Glad to have you back. Bam Oliver on the sidelines. Steve Blandino in L.A. Greg Olson now officially a broadcaster. And I'm Kevin Burkhardt. You were here last year to start your season as a player.
I mean, the Jacksonville Jaguars, they got weapons, but they young. I think they're the youngest team in the league.
I'm in the exact same place I was a year ago with a whole different level of stress.
I wouldn't expect too much out of Trevor Lawrence in his first year. Maybe his first 2 years. I wouldn't expect much out of him.
Atlanta's got 144 yards with just 2 field goals.
They're just too young.
From his own end zone, going backwards now, and that is not going to work. Down to the 17. So on the opening possession, Jalen Hurts hooking up with Lavonte Smith. They've done this before, Greg. Namely in Alabama. There you go. A little flashback, right? Teammates for the Tide, and now their first in the
Jacksonville coaching is poo.
Eagles fan, you're hoping that's an idea of things to come, right? I mean, these guys were so dynamic. They're so.
What y'all think about Jalen Hurts? I mean, Jalen doesn't wow you. I think he'd be okay too. I think a lot of these quarterbacks are okay. It's just that coaching matters, man.
One series in, you're off to a good start.
Who's played a lot for the Eagles so far?
I made a video on that, Victor. Go watch the video. I made a separate video on that. Falcons defense is so bad. Oh my gosh. Their defense is not good, man. That's why I understand why did they draft Kyle Pitts. Maybe they should have drafted J.C. Horn or Patrick Surtain.
Nothing against the Niners. Jared Goff making his Lions debut against a familiar foe. T.J. Hawkinson on the receiving end of this 6-yard pass, all tied up at 7.
What do you think about T.J. Hawkinson? It looks like he's going to have a potentially huge career.
I think he's one of those breakout guys this year, kind of the Robert Tonyan maybe of last year. I think he's got a chance in that system with Goff. Get a lot of targets.
I was going to ask you about every tight end.
I love that.
The way it's going to
take it over to league.
Hurts has time. It'll get wide open and it's caught. Hurts is there coming back to get
The Falcons defense is bad.
Boy, he got open by a large margin and he picked up 28.
This is one of my favorite concepts. Watch, Goddard's going to take it, and then Ertz is going to run kind of a wheel route behind him as Goddard clears the zones. That's one of my favorite concepts. If Jalen Hurts could just.
What up, King Cook? Welcome to the Fore Lookout. I'm gonna be doing this every Sunday, or scouting. The Fore Lookout is scouting next week's opponent, and for the Bucs, the next opponent that we have on schedule is the Atlanta Falcons.
He kind of babies it because he's so open.
The Titans ain't looking good right now, man.
That's why they went to the left.
It doesn't matter now.
And the play so quick.
It doesn't matter now. But great
Arizona manhandling them.
Arthur Smith had the challenge flag at hand. He just didn't throw it. That's why they were so quick to get that playoff. Doesn't matter now. Second down and 10. Hurts gives it Sanders. Good cut hand to Smith and Miles Sanders. Got to pick up 6 yards, bring up a third down and short.
Miles Sanders, in the midst of all these young receivers.
The Titans ain't looking good right now, man.
The attention they've gotten this offseason. People have forgotten Miles Sanders is a highly productive running back.
A lot of the players that had good seasons last year will come down to their mean. Yeah, we're gonna put up a lot of points against the Falcons, man. I just don't see it. Man. They got Deion Jones. That's it. Deion Jones and maybe AJ Terrell, the cornerback. Outside of that, man, they ain't got nothing on defense. Boy, the Falcons. I mean, the Jacksonville Jaguars are poo.
Brings up 4th and 4. It looks like Philadelphia's going to go for it. First, even though it doesn't matter now, back to the catch. And Zach Ertz actually catch this ball.
Yeah, you see, his elbows are not real tight. That ball hits the ground. And
that ball hit the ground. Wow.
Half a count from this series looking a lot
different. The Colts ain't looking too good. Carson Wentz, man. Not a firm believer in him, too, man. Carson Wentz, man. That's a no. Zach Ertz didn't catch that ball.
Make to Sanders. Pressure on Hurts. Way back there now. Brady Jarrett in pursuit. And Hurts just has to heave it up there, and it's incomplete. Brady Jarrett just blew that play up, and the Falcons get a stop.
Brady Jarrett.
Step for step. Jalen Hurts kind of gave him a little Euro step hesitation. And Grady Jarrett never.
Oh, I forgot about Grady Jarrett. Yeah. Grady Jarrett, Deion Jones, and probably AJ Terrell. That's it.
I like ghost stories. But you know what else I like? I like sports stories, crime stories. Heck, in this one story, a man's soul leaves his body for another plane of existence.
Yeah, Carson Wentz, man. Whew. We're gonna destroy the coach too. The Colts ain't that good either.
ESPN Plus for only $13.99 a month. That's a small price to pay to be the best streamer in the world.
Seattle gonna be a problem, folks. Don't sleep on Seattle, man.
Streaming at its best.
We're gonna beat the Colts up too, but I ain't gonna talk about them right now. Yeah, I saw that, man. Chandler Jones got around Taylor Lewan, man. Supposed to be a top 10 left tackle. Chandler Jones, man. The Colts got a Super Bowl roster, man. That quarterback situation, man, it ain't gonna work. Chandler Jones is whipping Taylor Lewan. Chandler Jones is whipping Taylor Lewan. Killing him. Taylor Lewan getting $16 million a year left tackle. And Taylor Lewan can't block him. Anyway. But yeah, the Falcons, man, their secondary bad.
Well, Gronko's 85 years. It's just about time, you know. It means experience. I mean, put it this way. If I told you I'd been drawing raspberry preserves for 85 years, what do you think? Well, at first, it'd be like that. Some scrumptious jam. And then you'd think...
But yeah, so the Falcons, though, man, I mean, I think the Falcons going to have a lot of garbage yards against us. I see a lot of garbage yards. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see a lot of garbage yards. This is my personal opinion. Like, I don't think they're going to be, like, step for step with the Bucs, you know? Y'all know who the defensive coordinator for the Houston Texans is? Lovie Smith is the D coordinator for the Texans.
Well, Grady Jarrett just made an absolutely unbelievable play on fourth down. We'll show it to you again in a minute to stop the Eagles. And the Falcons take over down by one early in this second quarter. Russell Gage in motion, new number this year for him. And they're going to run it again right up the middle. And Davis.
The Falcons are good in this. The Falcons, I'm watching how they do things defensively. Grady Jarrett, man. Alex Kappa, man. Alex Kappa, man. Hopefully he's ready to block Grady Jarrett. Outside of that, they don't have anything.
It's pretty good. Meanwhile, that penalty was on the right tackle, Caleb McGarry holding. So the penalty started to get onto Atlanta a little bit here. And moves it back to their own 26. Having some trouble here getting lined up. Big to Davis. Ryan pressure now has to get rid of it. Does so to Davis. One-on-one. Good motion by Maddox. That was nice. Almost back to the original line.
Mike Davis got some skills.
There by Matt Ryan. They're trying to take a shot over the top. Deep, soft zone coverages. We've talked about it a few times already. Just take your check down, right? On first down, get half of the penalty yardage or so back. Put yourself in a manageable second down. That's a veteran quarterback understanding the situation.
And we get moved to Fletcher Cox. Jumped offside. See if he was paid it or not.
You know, sometimes I think Matt Ryan. The problem with the Falcons is the Falcons peaked a couple years ago. They should have won the Super Bowl when it was up 28-3, and that's it. We're not going to hear anything from the Falcons again because they peaked.
Starting to mount up. He's fifth on Atlanta so far. Make that the fourth.
They peaked. That's the problem.
One on Fletcher Cox makes it a manageable 2nd and 6. Run it again. Patterson left side and a short game brings a third down. You know, Greg, one thing is for sure. We talked about balance, but the Falcons have 86 yards rushing in the first half. I can't remember the last time they ran the ball like that.
Kyle Pitts ain't done nothing. I'm still waiting on him to get something, man.
The Falcons have been searching for years.
The thing about Kyle Pitts is the Falcons don't even know how to use him. You know what I'm saying? They don't even know how to use Kyle Pitts. Did they even watch the Gators play with Kyle Pitts, man?
They went out and they got Arthur Smith, and so far the early dividends are paying off.
Now though on third down, maybe they'll throw. 3rd and 4. And another penalty flag. This one might be moved back 5 yards.
Boy, the Falcons are so bad. Jeez. We're gonna have a field day on them, man. I'm watching their offense and defense, man. They're gonna move the ball, garbage yards, garbage points, but they ain't not gonna play with us step for step, man. Not with Matt Ryan. We're gonna sack him. I think we're gonna sack him a couple times.
Cox lines up with you, and you're a young rookie left guard making his NFL debut. You're on your heels a little bit. You're trying to make sure you jump that snap count. In that case, it's a little early.
Yeah, they signed Josh Andrews to play. He got hurt. Mayfield went out early in the game, back in now. And now they're going to hand it off. Patterson sprinting to the edge, makes a tackle. First down for Daryl. Patterson broke a tackle and worked his way out to the 48. It's good for a first down.
The Falcons, I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to establish the run because for the longest, the Falcons has never been a running team.
Again, he has a ton of confidence. What a great job. Right tackle Caleb McCarry. We saw him have the penalty earlier in the possession. His block there.
So I see what the Falcons trying to do. They're trying to establish identity.
He didn't get hit for about 8 yards.
What up, Malcolm? I don't know why Cordell Patterson hasn't got a lot of playing time on the field, man. That dude run hard. He can't run no routes.
In the first half, rushing wise, their time of possession now is around 14 minutes in this first half.
The thing about it is they're trying to make the Falcons like the Titans. You know, Dean Pease is the D coordinator from the Baltimore Ravens. Also, he played a coach for the Titans, and then Arthur Smith came from the Titans. So they try to establish the run. Matt Ryan, oh my gosh.
Let's take a look. Running pressure.
Yeah, see, it either didn't reach the line of scrimmage or he didn't get outside the pocket.
Poor Matt Ryan. The thing about it is with Matt Ryan, he's limited now. Like, it's it. Matt Ryan is like a Drew Brees now. You know what I'm saying? Like, still good, but it ain't gonna get you nowhere.
Yeah, I think he was 0 for 2. I think from where the flag originated, the guy who came off the side judge here came out. I think he didn't get the ball past the line of scrimmage because that's who originated, going up to the head official and causing them to throw the flag late.
So what that does is make it a third and a long way. 3rd and 21. They've got to get down to the Philadelphia 42 to continue the drive. 4-man rush. Ryan over the middle. Hurst has it. Hurst is going to be nowhere near it.
Cal Pitts ain't even got a catch. He got one catch.
But that penalty equals defense will force a punt.
Yeah, penalties was a story.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
They were able to overcome it.
I don't know how to do you get starting jobs.
3rd and 20. There's not a lot of plays in Arthur Smith's game plan, but they add 8 or 9 yards to what will be the ensuing punt. Hopefully, maybe they can pin him back here and try to flip field position.
And so Cameron Nizelek will get his opportunity.
Falcons, man, they get hyped up. For that first drive, they was hyped. And after that, it fizzled. Nothing.
Back deep for Philadelphia. Nizelek gets it away. Short kick. Rager races up to get it, catches it. And he catches it right around the 20. And that's where Jalen Hurts will take over. So Jalen Hurts starting the season week 1 has a touchdown pass. Matt Ryan's got a lot of yards, no touchdowns. 1-point game though in Atlanta.
An F-150 isn't an F-150 because of the name on the tailgate.
Okay, Trevor Lawrence. First touchdown pass.
Tough, built to haul more, built to tow more. The people who count on
I think the Jacksons probably gonna win like 2 games at the most.
Can get the job done, but it takes brains and brawn to get it done right. Tough this smart can only be.
Well, I mean, our pass rusher, man, it works hand in hand.
If you love that chicken from Popeyes, you'll love our nuggets. They're crispy, juicy, and packed with our signature home-style Louisiana.
I don't understand. Why did the Steelers stick with Ben Roethlisberger?
Try an 8-piece today for $3.99.
I don't understand that.
Welcome to Allstate, where we have all new lower auto rates. And savings like that will make everyone feel like an MVP. Now get new lower auto rates with Allstate. Because better protection costs a whole lot less.
That Buffalo game gonna be tough. I ain't even gonna front, boy. We ain't gonna run through Buffalo like that. Take it that way. We no bombs way on them.
Panini with extra hot sauce. Tonight, I'll be eating salmon sushi with a Japanese jiggly cheesecake. Kind of good. Fire. Nice. Yeah. Spare a pound? What? Young pounds, shillings, lolly, bangers and mash. I'm sorry, I don't have any money. You don't look broke. My rocket is skint.
If you could invent your own alter ego, how high could you fly? September 22nd. You've never felt a singing competition like this before.
I can't wait to meet the human beings behind these alter egos.
Alter Ego will be September 22nd on Fox, and catch a sneak peek tonight after the game.
Oh, the Gators won. The Gators good, man. We beat FSU. USF.
Buy Allstate. Save money like a champion with Allstate. Championship savings for the win.
7-6, Eagles in front. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown pass to the rookie Lavonte Smith. That's the lone touchdown game. Atlanta has really controlled the game, time of possession-wise, yardage-wise, but they had to settle for 2 field goals after 2 long drives. Here is Philadelphia.
Yeah, Big Ben. I think Steelers ain't going nowhere with him. He's washed. Big Ben is like that Peyton Manning, like washed.
Sanders running around the right side. Miles Sanders with a strong run out to the 25. He's got
Maybe the Bucs can establish a running game against the Falcons defense next week, man. You know, I just think the Bucs. This is a good. These type of games, the Bucs should work on things. They should work on running the ball. 14 rushes, man. Like 50 throws, 14 rushes. Like gotta have some games. Gotta have some balance, man. And hopefully against the Falcons, we have some balance.
On second down, Hurts looks over the middle, has a completion over the middle, has a first down over the middle. It's Smith with his second catch. And in evaluation mode, what about Jalen Hurts so far? Looked pretty electric on the opening drive. Give me your take there.
Yeah, I'm sure Nick Sirianni's got to be thrilled, right? For the first touchdown of the season, be between his 2 young. Listen, they're the future of this offense. They're the future of this team. Lavonte Smith, Jalen Hurts, for them to connect early. I think he's got to be happy with his young offense and the way they've settled in so far.
Poor Joe Burrow.
Kenneth Gainwell is in the game, I think, for the first time for the Eagles. He's a rookie out of Memphis. Had a really nice camp. And Hurts going to throw far side of the field. Another completion. It is Smith again.
Both the Eagles, we play Eagles and the Falcons. Both of these teams are not good.
He was the offensive coordinator.
They're just not good enough.
Last 3 years, but he didn't call the plays. Frank Wright was the play caller, obviously former play caller.
Man, the Titans get me football.
So Sirianni was there, didn't call the plays. Today's the first time he's doing that. Second down, Hurts. Flushed out, rolls on the left, but they again to Lavonte Smith, and this time it's for a first down into Atlanta territory. So he's finding his former.
They should have drafted defense, man. You're right. Atlanta should have drafted defense, man.
He knows he needs to buy some time. Atlanta dropped 8 guys into coverage. They only rushed 3. So by breaking out of the pocket, he allowed his wide receiver to find a little space there. Nice pitch and catch. Great job there by Hurts extending the play.
And 3 catches on the drive for Lavonte Smith. 4 for the game. Pass time. Hurts far side going for him again. Is he inbounds? Yes, he is. 4 catches on the drive.
Lavonte Smith is killing him. That's what I'm saying. Like, we're gonna move the ball in the air against the Falcons, man.
Looking to drag his right toe.
Lavonte Smith is like Marvin Harrison.
I think it's interesting. We got a timeout here.
Yeah, it looks like the Falcons a little out of sorts.
Prior to the snap, first charge timeout, Atlanta. Timeout on the field.
First timeout for the Falcons. Eagles on the move with Lavonte Smith a factor.
The thing about Josh Allen, I think he was overhyped. I think he had one good year, and they made it seem like he was going to be a killer. And I just feel like that was an outlier. For career completion percentage at 59%, all of a sudden he's at 65%. Even at Wyoming, he never passed the 60%. His first couple years at Buffalo was under 60%. And all of a sudden he goes 65%. He's gonna come back down to the mean.
Makes people think our seltzer is a beer, so we recruited retired NFL player Nick Mangold to
Yeah, Josh Allen got really bad. All right, man.
It's a hard seltzer.
Like people get caught up in stuff, man. And I've never jumped on the Josh Allen bandwagon. Never did that.
Looks like Darryl still looks that money in his home.
Should we tell them he can just refinance his Rocket Mortgage?
Nah, let's see where this goes.
When you want to find money in your home, Rocket can.
Yeah, no, I don't get caught up in stuff like that. That's why it's the thing about the media. I learned about the media when it comes to our team, and other teams, and players and stuff like that. They create this narrative for people they like or they don't like. You know what I'm saying? And they try to sugar honey iced tea on them, or make everybody believe that they're really at that level, and they're really not. Because the thing about it, for the most part, a lot of the quarterbacks are average and below. And let's keep it real. A lot of the quarterbacks are average and below. There's a select few quarterbacks that's elite. Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a small Aaron Rodgers. Small group of quarterbacks are at the top. Lamar Jackson's right there below him. But a lot of quarterbacks are in that tier 3, tier 4, like just average. They're just average. Like, and they get hyped up by the media. Now, I never thought about doing a Gator channel. Maybe I should, huh? Gator bait.
Well, the reason why the Falcons had to call timeout is because they had 13 players.
Julio Jones ain't doing nothing with the Titans right now. Nothing.
Why are we stopping? And then they're like, well, Atlanta took timeout. He said, oh, okay. I got it. The Eagles had a nice tempo. Really, the tempo was with Jalen Hurts.
I might do a Gator channel. I should do that, right? Like, the thing about it is, a lot of the teams, you got to be able to beat the good teams too.
They were so banged up last year, but they've got their pieces back in play this year.
A lot's been made about the struggles of the offense last year, right? Carson Wentz being let go, Jalen Hurts replacing him. The offensive line is the key difference between last year's unit and this year's.
Good block by the penalty flag from behind the line of scrimmage.
Holding offense 65. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Never fails. Compliment the offensive line. They get a penalty on the next play. It's every single time. It's on Lane Johnson. We've got a game break. Let's check back in with Chris and Thompson.
I'll help you out here, Kev. Let's compliment Carson Wentz then. Making his Colts debut, he finds Zach Pascal for this 10-yard score. Wentz having himself a game so far, 9 for 10 for 97 yards. Colts still down by 4. Okay?
Eagles fans rooting for Wentz to play. They'll get a first-round draft pick if he plays a certain percentage of their snaps. First and 20 after the penalty now. Sanders and Gainwell.
The Eagles moving the ball on the Falcons Eagles again. They're running the college offense though. The thing about running a college offense in the NFL against a quarterback that's limited, it's hard, man.
John Hope, the defensive backs coach, who I've known for a really long time, had a chance to catch up with him. I asked him, I said, how have you seen Terrell's development? He said, listen, he's talented, he's athletic, but the biggest thing he said is this kid is a competitor, he's coachable, he's tough. They expect big things. They expect a huge jump now.
Roethlisberger, oh my gosh, nice.
First round draft pick out of Clemson last year. And he's on Lavonte Smith, at least he was. Now the penalties are really starting to fly. So first it was right tackle, and now it's the left tackle, Jordan Mailata, who just got a nice contract extension yesterday.
And as always, right, early in the game, it looked like both of these teams had found incredible rhythm. And now, the last couple of series, it's been penalties and getting behind the chains and getting off schedule.
The Falcons and Eagles game it's an ugly game to watch. It really is. Because both teams are not going anywhere. They got pieces, but they're not going anywhere. They're playing for a top 10 pick.
Isaiah Oliver does a nice job. He hides that blitz just late enough that he forces Jalen Hurts out of the pocket. Hurts tries to make a throw.
Jalen Hurts is the one-read quarterback. He doesn't read the field well.
It's all over the place, run and pass. Great job there. Really nice design there on the defense with the pressure by DBs.
Defense with the help of a couple of Eagles penalties get the stop. stop, and they'll get it back.
Good stop. They needed that stop. Falcons needed to get the ball back to their offense. Watch this here. They call it pulling the trigger. Their wide receiver's supposed to come flat down the line and kick him out. But Fabian Moreau doesn't backpedal. He sticks his foot in the ground and drives that route before he's able to be kicked out and blocked. Really nice rally tackle. Got some help from some penalties, but that's a good out there by that Atlanta defense.
Back to receive Avery Williams, the rookie who is an electric.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised by that.
6 punt return touchdowns, 3 kick return touchdowns there.
Garoppolo 7 for 7.
He gets an opportunity. High kick by Siposs. It's over his head. Beautiful punt. And it's down inside the 10. Wow. Barrett Siposs. His first NFL game, and that was a pretty punch. 41 yards, no return. And a 7-6 game. Eagles in front, and Ryan back on the field.
I stood outside assessing the situation.
Oh, you're getting carted off?
It could be rough in there.
Ooh.
For sure. Guys. But hey, a new house, it's a blank canvas, and we got a great one. Thanks to a really low mortgage rate from Navy Federal Credit Union.
Ooh, getting carted off. Yikes.
You got a problem with that?
Well, Taylor Heineke.
Navy Federal Credit Union.
Man, I think that's the end of Fitzpatrick, man. Like, I think a lot of Bucs fans still like it too. I don't know why, but it wasn't never that good anyway.
Emergency roadside assistance is there 24/7. Oh dear, I've got a flat tire. Yeah, can you find a tape where it's a bit more dramatic on that last line, yeah? Yeah, I got it. Someone help me! I have a
Getting carted off, man, that's bad.
Well, it's good for me. What do you think?
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Jared Cook.
At T-Mobile for Business, unconventional thinking means we see things differently, so you can focus on what matters most. Whether it's a
The Bengals just scored.
arrives as fresh as when it departs, being first on the scene when every second counts, or teaching biology without a lab. We are the leader in
Injuries, man, injuries.
customer satisfaction, and a partner who includes 5G in every plan. So you get it all without trade-offs. Unconventional thinking. It's better for business.
Grill's the heart of the kitchen. Grill's the heart of the kitchen. We're the magic apple. This is where we're making the food. It all comes together here. We season it and grill it and it tastes great. My favorite part, laying it down, isn't that sizzle?
Oh no, Fitzpatrick wasn't good in Tampa. He had 2 good games. That's it. I wasn't sold on Fitzpatrick. The media try to hype that up. Fitz magic. Get crap out of here with that, man. They try to hype him up. No, didn't last. 2 good games, and after that, he went boo. But man, it sucks for Ryan Fitzpatrick, though, man. I mean, that's probably the last that we've seen of him, too.
So many times with special teams, these plays go unseen, KD. Look at Andre Sachik. He gets pushed out of bounds by Isaiah Albert. And look, he's telling the other gunner, you got to touch the ball. I'm not allowed to touch the ball or it's a penalty. What a heads-up play. Great job.
Good awareness. Here comes Falcons. Going to run it again with Davis. Interesting to note, here we are late first half. Time of possession, 15 and a half minutes to under 11. You know, this could be a factor later.
You know, let me ask y'all a question. If the Bucs got a chance, if Russell Wilson leaves the Seattle Seahawks, do you think the Bucs should take a look at trying to get Russell Wilson next year or a year after that? What y'all think about that? Like, because you can play with Russell Wilson for another 7-8 years versus Brady with 2 or 3. What would you do? Would you trade off Wilson for Brady? Would you trade off Russell for Brady for the next 10 years versus the next 2? So you have Brady for the next 2 or Russell Wilson for the next 7 to 10. What would you do?
In Atlanta, you see a lot of reports from the media, and Arthur Smith is all about tempo, playing fast, practicing fast. He is serious about that, and the players have bought it. Like I said, Matt Ryan doesn't know what they can't do a conditioning test.
Here is Davis on the run. Davis going to get up here at the 10-yard line. Well, look, I think
I'll do that too. I'll take Russell the next 7 to 10 years versus the next 2 for Brady.
Falcons since the Super Bowl have blown lead after lead in
Which it kind of sucks though, because it's like we're gonna look at Russell Wilson, we're gonna look at Aaron Rodgers, maybe Matt Ryan. Probably. Why can't we get our own quarterback? You know what I'm saying? Like I really want the Bucs to get their own quarterback. I would love the Bucs to just have their own quarterback. Just get your own. Don't leech off of somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the conservative approach that time. I don't know. I got Matt Ryan, third long. I think I'm going to let him drop back and take a shot there. 2-minute warning.
Right. Falcons is not good enough. They're just not good enough. It's not good enough.
We did it again. Verizon has been named America's most reliable network by RootMetrics. And our customers rate us #1 for network quality in America.
The Carolina Jets game is bad too. It's a horrible game. Zach Wilson ain't doing nothing. The media try to hype him up too. I saw him at BYU, man. At BYU, he couldn't beat the big. No, he won no big games. When I seen him against Coastal Carolina, I knew Zach Wilson wasn't gonna be like that. The media, man, y'all please do not follow the media narratives.
I need to try it first.
Do not do that.
Lucas Live TV.
Google has live sport?
Well, yes. Who does have live sport?
Well, over 75 live channels.
Flip like cable, stream like Hulu. In the race to succeed, the somebody always had to fail. Let's give everybody a fair shot, because when that happens,
Please do not hype up. Do not follow media narratives. Please don't, because you look really foolish. I wasn't sold on Zach Wilson. When I saw Zach Wilson play against Coastal Carolina and he looked like crap, butt cheeks, I was like, no. The Jets should have drafted Justin Fields or Trey Lance. Sometimes you get caught up in the hype.
To what we could build for all Americans down here. Pizza Hut delivers. How bad do you want it?
Yeah, I'm not sold on I think the Bucs is just going to run through the Falcons, and we're just going to run through them. We're going to run through them really bad. Like it's going to be ugly. Like we'll be able to sit our starters down in the third quarter and get our backup some more play.
If you want the hot, delicious taste of Pizza Hut delivered this bad, all you have to do is go to pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Philadelphia, great to see the fans back in stadiums. I know they were to a degree last year, but no restrictions now and a good game. 7-6.
Yeah, that's a wrap for Ryan Fitzpatrick, man. Hopefully that's it for him, man. Stop trying to collect checks, man. Just go ahead and retire and quit giving them jobs.
Watkins retreats up to the 37 and backwards again, trying to get to the edge, and he is not going to get there. Coming up on the Verizon Halftime Show, we've got Carson Wentz making his first start with Indianapolis. We'll give you the updated highlights here. Trey Lance already a factor. And how about Joe Burrow back for Cincinnati? They and the Vikings are deadlocked at 7 right now. Our game, 1:44 to go in the first half. Eagles ball. They have all 3 timeouts. You didn't love that third down call by Atlanta.
It's interesting. Typically, the rule of thumb is are they trying to make the Eagles use a timeout? They didn't have to because of the 2-minute warning. Did they want to run off some clock if they didn't use a timeout? They were up against the 2-minute warning. I don't understand why not take the opportunity to throw the ball. Even on an incomplete, you're in the same situation.
But now the Eagles have plenty of time. 4-minute rush. Look at this throw it. And throw it they will. It's Gainwell who's going to put the section out. Near the first down.
Don't sleep on the Chargers, man.
Short.
I think it's fun now. For the first time this year as a full-time starter, let's see Jalen Hurts operate at 2
Don't sleep on the Chargers.
Before the half, you're trying to get down in scoring position.
If they can just get it together
So you don't give the ball back
around Justin Herbert. Now, Justin Herbert, I like him better than Josh Allen. Ceiling bigger. The Chargers just getting their own way. See, the Jalen Hurts situation, man. Jalen Hurts is like, sometimes he'll be good and sometimes he looks really bad.
Right, so that's what I was saying before, right? It's kind of twofold, right? You have enough time that
and it's kind of interesting in that a lot of the offense that you see in NFL is all shotgun. It's like all the offense is all shotgun.
Some confusion here lining up. 3rd and 1. They are going to run it and get it. First down. They give it on the ground. It's Gainwell with the carry. That's his first one today. So the rookie getting some touches here, and they'll move the chains with 123 to go.
Yeah, now after the first down, we got to get into a little bit of a hurry-up mode. Right now, we got to start saving some clock after the anytime you can.
Man, Russell Wilson got the best deep ball in the NFL. Russell Wilson got the best deep ball in the NFL, period. There's no question about that. There's no argument. I don't want to hear it.
I thought he had Zach Ertz. I thought if he would have just hit his back foot with confidence and just let that ball rip, he had a chunk play there. And then even on the scramble, I thought he could have just thrown it to Devontae Smith, still get out of bounds and pick up some yards. He made the smart play, though. Got out of bounds.
Once again, the Redskins got quarterback issues. Can't call Cam Newton. Call Cam Newton, Redskins. He's sitting right there. Call Cam Newton, Ron Rivera.
Apparently, both teams need to do some of the old school conditioning drills where it's on the quarterback's cadence. If you jump, you got to back up 5 yards. Like, how many times have these guys jumped offside?
Jamar Chase with a touchdown. Joe Burrow.
But none of these guys play in the preseason. I don't know if you think that matters or not.
But they some veteran players, though, right? And the amount of false starts in this game, I don't know. I understand it's early. You're working the kinks out, but you got to clean that up.
2nd and long. Hurts has some time. Goes far side and has a completion out there. This time it is Zach Ertz who makes the catch. His second today, out of bounds at the 45.
I think Mike Zimmer and Kirk Cousins in trouble.
Zach Ertz making a second catch. He himself didn't even think he was going to be back in Philadelphia. He had an emotional press conference at the end of last year, but here he is. And he's bought in to this new coaching staff. Blitz is coming. He sends it out. Hurts in trouble. Gives away. Room to run out a lot of it. He's going to have a first down and more. He gets out of bounds. The escapability of Jalen Hurts stops the clock, picks up a first down and a gain of 12.
So they bring the house here to the right. Great job by Gainwell picking up, but nobody can block one-on-one. Great job. But that's what these athletic quarterbacks can do. The blitz gets home, the pressure gets home. But what you can't account for in the scheme is that the quarterback's a better athlete than you have. He keeps the play alive. He escapes the pocket. That's the element that he brings to this offense that they're very excited about.
Eagles already in field goal range, but they've got plenty of time left. They keep Gainwell in the backfield here. They're going to run it to the rookie off the left side. See if they use their first time out here, and they will. And so for the Eagles offense last year, look, they had all kinds of problems, right? They were 24th in the league. They weren't very good. I mean, you're talking about yards per attempt in the pass game, the worst in the NFL. So that's what they're trying to do. Wide receivers, they've been bad for a few years. That's why they took a wide receiver in the first round last year and this year. And then
we're going to beat the Falcons bad. We're going to beat them so bad.
They have 14 different offensive lines.
I don't see anything. I'm watching the game. I don't see anything they're doing that's going to be a threat. Like nothing from Kyle Pitts. Nothing from Calvin Ridley. Outside of the first drive, Calvin Ridley's been no Calvin Ridley. No Kyle Pitts. No Calvin Ridley after the first drive. Mike Davis been running the ball, but that's between the 20s. The Falcons suck in the red zone. Their defense is not that good. They're playing a bad offense in the Eagles.
Really one of the most respected offensive line coaches in the league. Kelsey, Brooks, Johnson, all Pro Bowlers on that right side. 2nd down and 6. Leighton Wentz is coming. Hurts sees, tops it away to the 1. Gets a block as a first down and down to the 20. So it's a late blitz, but Hurts recognized it and again used the legs. And we get a timeout. Eagles use their second.
Fabian Moreau came there on a corner cat blitz, they call it, where he comes from the side.
I mean, of course, I'm gonna worry about our secondary. I'm gonna worry about them because we don't have the elite talent. I don't care what any Bucs fans say. We don't have elite talent back there. All the guys are average and below. I would say the one that can be elite is Antoine Winfield Jr. He's the only one that got a chance of being the elite top 10 safety or top 10 at his position. But the rest of the guys are basically just average guys. I mean, they're okay. They're not world beaters. They're not elite. Because if you've been in NFL conversations around the league and every time they mention top cornerbacks, they don't mention the Bucs. They don't mention the Bucs cornerbacks as being at the top 10. They just don't. I don't care what anybody says. They just don't mention the Bucs cornerbacks being at top 10. They just don't. We have average corners. We do. Carlton Davis is not a world beater. He's good. He can get better. Yes. They all have room to get better. But the problem is how much better can they get? You know what I'm saying? Like, have they reached their ceiling already?
Another blitz hurts. Recognizes being chased from behind. Throws on the run. That's a completion, but inbound is Rager. They are going to run to the line under 30 seconds to go and try and spike it here. Yeah, now that'll bring up third down with 22 seconds left and one timeout.
Most quarterbacks in the league, KB, that's a sack. Isaiah Oliver comes off the slot to the right side. He's unblocked.
That's the thing about it. Like, how much better can Carlton Davis be? Like, he's been in the league 4 years now. You know what I'm saying? Like, how much better can he get? His ceiling is not really high. It's pretty much what you see right now with Carlton Davis is pretty much what you get because he doesn't have quick twitchy muscles. Against physical receivers, he's a beast. But against quick twitchy guys, it's not gonna work. No, Jalen and Dak is about the same. They both have limited ceilings.
Great effort there by Goddard. Nice throw here from the pocket by Jalen Hurts. Puts it right on the sideline. Now, he gets tackled in bounds here. They got no choice but to burn their last timeout. I don't love reaching for the goal line. That's rule 101 of football. You never extend the ball.
Yeah, they got the ceilings is not high.
Yeah, look at Deion Jones here. Pretty savvy, right? I mean, if he doesn't grab him, he might have reached for a touchdown there. He grabbed his arm.
He might have. Great play. And Goddard in the film room on Monday is going to get a
Dan Campbell when his little bite kneecaps off.
The rule of thumb is you never
That
extend
nigga work,
the
fam.
ball unless it's fourth down for the last play of the game.
I mean,
He reaches that ball out, and Deion Jones.
Jalen Hurts looks good against the Falcons defense, but
It's over. So you're touchback.
and that's not like the Falcons defense is
I don't think you want to.
a beast. You know what I'm saying?
Body tells you score, but the discipline. Listen, Dallas Goddard's a great player, but that ball goes out of bounds.
Kirk Cousins in trouble.
This entire drive is for nothing. So that's just something again for young players. Just keep in mind as they continue to mature.
Well, what that did do for a impressive drive, right? I mean, here we are, the 12th play of the drive.
Kirk Cousins in trouble. Him and Mike Zimmer. Yeah, Cockrell's not bad. Andrew Adams, they're not bad. They're not bad playing. They're good backups. You need that though. You need good backups.
See, he uses his legs again. First and goal, 15 seconds to go from the 4. On the rollout, pressure throwing over the middle is Gainwell's and he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Falcons defense. The thing about it though, Jalen Hurts' mobility is killing him. Now Brady's not mobile, but that's what's killing the Falcons too. Jalen Hurts' mobility.
I'm guessing it counts. So all of that, and Lane Johnson picks up a penalty and moves it back, and no touchdown. So that leap into the fans doesn't matter. Wow. Got a yard, right, Craig?
Yeah, so watch. Yeah, the reason he's down the field is that's a designed shovel pass to Gainwell. See, Gainwell's looking for the ball earlier, but because he gets it to him late, then Johnson's at the second level blocking.
9 seconds to go. First and goal. Pressure on Hurts. He's in trouble. Has to watch the clock. Rolling end zone. It is.
Oh, wow. Dang, the Falcons leave it so bad.
That's as good of a catch. Listen, I just got on Dallas a little bit about extending. He more than made up for it. Scramble drill, given somewhere for your
man, mobility, man.
And that was not an easy catch.
Running Hargraves. Who? The Texans? Running Hargraves still for the Texans, right?
That is a great adjustment. Take a look at it here.
Now to make sure, did he catch it, right? I mean, not every score is reviewed in New York. Certainly.
He still playing with the Texans, right?
Let's see.
Did he catch that? I don't know.
Looks like he's under it.
You know, I think two things make
I don't know.
A, the black color in the end zone, and B, the shadow coming in from the sun.
Yeah, I don't know if we've seen enough. His hands are under it there. It's hard to tell when he rolls over the top, but
Kirk Cousins is so
I
bad.
would say that this is going to be impossible to overturn.
And you know what? I hope they don't, because he's battling one of the best players on the Falcons defense, and Deion Jones. That was not the route. That was just scramble backyard football between Jalen Hurts and Dallas Goedert.
Jalen Hurts' mobility has been killing the Falcons. Like, if Jalen Hurts wasn't mobile, Jalen Hurts would have got sacked a lot.
To Dallas Goedert capping off a big drive. Scoring review. Back to Atlanta in a moment.
Feels good. Yeah. Feels good. Man, that Buffalo Steelers game is horrible. Defensive game.
We can change that.
You wanted the Bucs to take Mac Jones? I wouldn't have been tripping about it. I mean, it's the future, right? When can the Bucs draft our own quarterback? I mean, Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, you know. I know the Bucs will go look at him. I know they would. But hopefully we can draft a quarterback and stick with him. And develop a quarterback versus just I spend the rest of my life watching the Bucs go pluck some quarterback from somewhere else that had established from somewhere else and bring them in for 2 or 3 years, and we repeat the cycle. And that's what's most likely going to happen. We're going to repeat the cycle. Brady's the first one. I think the next one might be Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers, and we just keep recycling quarterbacks that's established in another organization, and we just sign them in their later careers and see if we can catch fire. I mean, it is what it is. We can't develop quarterbacks. Tampa just can't develop quarterbacks. Can't identify good talent. It sucks though.
I got my real rate and monthly payment. Now I just need to head to the dealership for a test drive and purchase.
You know, people, and we can look at our quarterback history, and they all wasn't good. You know, the best one we've had as far as talent wise was Winston, and see what we did with that. So, you know, do I trust the organization to develop a quarterback? No. Unfortunately, I just don't. The play stands. Roethlisberger's washed. They're washed. The Steelers not going anywhere. Roethlisberger. The Jets are bad. Yeah, Roethlisberger's washed.
As the Eagles lining up to kick the extra point, penalty on Atlanta. And so Philadelphia will say, you know what, we're going to try and go for a 2-point conversion now because they get to go from the 1-yard line. So instead of trying the extra point, they're going to go for 2.
Washed. Rothenberg is washed.
And by the way, the touchdown during the break was confirmed good. So that was a touchdown to Goddard. Should tell you that as well. They will go for 2 after a 12.
Yeah, the Colts with Carson Wentz is not going to work.
15-6, Philadelphia. So to recap, Greg,
Lions are so bad. Oh my gosh.
New York put a 12-play drive, 62 yards. They score with 2 seconds left on the great play. The touchdown pass, 9 yards to Godwin. They look at it in New York. They say the catch is good. Then they get the penalty to go for 2. I mean, what a finish in the first half of Jalen Hurts.
And I love the decision by Nick Sirianni. Instead of going up 8, now they go up 9, right? It's a two-score game. Take a look at the Goddard catch. To your point earlier, between the shadows and the dark end zone, they kept the ruling on the field. But the 2-point conversion, great play design here. I mean, he's almost
What up, Derek?
to the end zone.
What the business is, word on the street. Jeezy know how to handle his.
And it's a 2-score game. They kick the extra point, and they're only up 8. It's still, 50% of the time a 1-score game. So I love the aggressive play call before the half. He knew he had a great 2-minute play in his book, and it worked out for Nick Sirianni.
What the business is. Kirk Cousins in trouble. Roethlisberger in trouble. A lot of quarterbacks. Carson Wentz don't look good. The Steelers are not going anywhere with Roethlisberger. They're not going anywhere.
Over the Falcons here in Atlanta. Kurt Menefee and the guys have the halftime show coming up after the break. Right now, first half belongs to Philly.
That Buffalo game gonna be tough, dog. Yeah, I ain't gonna talk about it though. Oh, that game gonna be tough. Goodness gracious, Buffalo is nasty. They tough, man. Buffalo's tough. Jeez. The question is, what does the Steelers do with Roethlisberger? What did they do with this? Matt Ryan, 10 for 17 with 76 yards. That first drive, most of his yards came on that first drive. Remember, I mean, our schedule is one of the easiest in the NFL, so there's going to be a lot of fluky games. I mean, there's going to be games that we're going to win and we're going to look like, oh my gosh. And then I'm not worried about the fluky games, those easy games. The games I'm worried about is the teams with really good defenses. You get what I'm saying? I'm not worried about the Jets and the Panthers and the Falcons games. I'm worried about the Bills, the Rams, the Bears, the Saints. Those type of teams with really good defenses. That's what's going to let me know what the type of team we got. When we play really good teams with really good defenses. Top 10 defenses, you know what I'm saying? Because we're going to run through teams with bad defenses. The Rams defense top 10. So that's 6 games right there with teams that's got really good defenses. I can care less about the other 11 games because we're going to win those games. But the Falcons games, the Jets games, the Panthers games, even the Colts defense is not that good. The Eagles defense is not good. You get what I'm saying? Like, how much can you rate the Bucs when they playing bad teams with bad defenses? Or bad teams with bad coaches versus the teams with really good coaches? The McVays, the McDermotts, the Sean Paytons, the Chicago Bears defense, teams that got good coaching. How do we look against those teams? Because Mike McCarthy is not a good coach. Dan Quinn is not a good defensive coordinator. You get what I'm saying? So I just want y'all to understand the perspective of what I'm looking at. So when we beat these bad teams, am I going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be like, of course, we're going to beat the bad teams. We're too good for them. I'm just more concerned about the really good games with the really good defense, with the really good coaches. Now I'm going to do my shows. I'm going to do my live streams and all that stuff like that. But I'm going to be extra cautious on the really good games. You feel me?
Jalen Hurts pair of touchdown passes in the first half of Nick Sirianni's debut. And the Eagles have the lead right now to welcome you to the bride.
Like even in the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? So let's just be mindful of that. You know what I'm saying? I thought the Colts was going to be good, but the problem with the Colts is the quarterback. It's just not going to work.
Looking down, Tyler Lockett looked at the throw. He looked to the outside, but he turned back to the
Tyler
inside.
Lockett's a beast.
Extremely difficult catch for a touchdown, 23-yarder. It's 7-3. No safety help here whatsoever, Jimmy. Oh, just almost like cover two, straight down the middle. Beat what safeties are working the outside. A 69-yard touchdown, 3 touchdown passes. Mark Wilson in the first half.
Yeah, my gosh, Zach Wilson's bad.
Joe Burrow, welcome back, young man. Glad you're healthy. Standing up, going to the outside. Jamar Chase. Remember, Jamar Chase sat out that 1 year, came back at LSU, and was drafted right here, number 1. That's Tiger to Tiger, 14-7. That Eagles all over. I know, over the Vikings. They're up by a touchdown. 49ers and the Lions. Trey Lance came in to play number 1 pick for the 49ers.
The Lions are so bad. Oh my gosh. The Falcons should have drafted defense.
And then Jared Goff stepped in there. Jared, show what you got. There you go. Jared Goff.
The Falcons should have drafted defense. Jared Goff is trash. I'm telling you, man, 32 teams, man. About 25 of the quarterbacks are just like, Yeah, Jared Goff is trash, man. Like, just like the thing about it is, NFL got so many overrated players, man. It's like there's a lot of them. Just like, and the media just try to paint this narrative. And I'm like, nah, man. I play football. I watch. They need to have me on the show, man, because I tell them the truth. Yeah, the Steelers are not going anywhere. Roethlisberger, they're not going anywhere. Yeah, Kyler Murray's nice. I like him, but I hope they got to be careful with him though because he's small. But Zach Wilson, nah, fam, not sold on that guy. Sam Darnold either. Like, not sold on Sam Darnold either. It's like, nope.
3 years ago, the number 1 pick by the Jets out of USC. Darnold traded down to Carolina. There it is. He finds Robbie Anderson, 7-yard touchdown. Give these kids some people to throw the football to. Good things happen. 16-0 Carolina on top of the Jets. Urban Meyer, Trevor Lawrence. Watch as Tyrod Taylor finds David Johnson.
Tyrod Taylor.
Long coverage, 7-yard touchdown. Houston on the route, 14-0. Trevor Lawrence back, the number 1 pick in the draft. Johnson, zone pass. Nobody on the seat. He just fired in there. Beat the safety. Get behind the corner. Chris Van Ertz, 22-yarder, 20-7. Houston on top of Jacksonville.
Philadelphia, obviously Jalen Hurts quarterback, 2 touchdown passes. He's also the leading rusher right now with the
and I think his full talents are on display this year with the offensive line in place, young wide receivers, tight end position. He can do it all, really. Read option here, edge defenders crash down. Jalen pulls it down. He's smart with the ball, doesn't take the hit. Here, connecting with Heisman winner Lavonte Smith from Alabama. A lot of people compare him to Marvin Harrison. Here to Goddard. Goddard's kind of taking the reins over from Zach Ertz this year, tight end.
Bishop Sycamore. I don't know, man. I don't know what's up with FSU, man. Can FSU recover from it? Sure. They just got to get a better coach.
All right, they got the lead right here in halftime. Not a half takeaway in that game from Atlanta. Keep in mind that when it's done, Aaron Rodgers, the Green Bay Packers, will take off.
You know what's so crazy about what the thing about the Falcons and the Eagles game? The Eagles are not doing anything crazy. They're running a dink and dunk NFL spread option game. And how far can you go with that? And the reason why it works, the reason why it looked good against the Falcons defense is because it's the Falcons defense. And I don't understand drafting Kyle Pitts when you need defense. They could have traded down and got picks and drafted more defensive players. Stupid, man. Stupid teams do silly things, man. Bishop Sycamore. That's not even a real school. Oh, snap. Bishop Sycamore. What y'all think, man? Y'all see anything from the Falcons that scared the Bucs? Is there anything that the Falcons can do that can scare the Bucs? Is there anything? Can anybody tell me? Is there anything that the Falcons is showing you that can be a problem that can give Bucs a problem? What are the Falcons doing good and what are they doing bad that can affect the Bucs? Oh, Roethlisberger interception.
Saturday is baseball night in America on Fox, and the push for the postseason is on. Tristian and a lethal pitching staff lead the room, struck him out as they close in on the NL Central crowd against the Cubs. Or bitter rivals battle for the NL East.
Roethlisberger threw a pick, but he got lucky. Tre'Davious does a lot of holding. Tre'Davious do a lot of holding. He does. Good cornerback, but he does a lot of holding. All cornerbacks do. Oh, ain't no excuse for Trevor Lawrence. He in the NFL now, baby. I don't hear it. Excuses for Trevor Lawrence. I don't want to hear that. Nope. Yeah, Roethlisberger's done. He came back one more year. He took a big pay cut, but they should have moved on from him. Should have got a quarterback. Roethlisberger is done. The done. Facts. Calvin Ridley. Yeah, I mean, really, that's Mike Davis been running the ball. Oh, Roethlisberger's horrible. Oof. Good God, Roethlisberger's horrible. The Steelers ain't going to go anywhere until they get rid of Roethlisberger. They got to move on from him. Like, this is it. They got to move on from him. The linebackers better watch out for the Falcons' middle attack. Because the Falcons like to attack the middle of the field. I noticed that.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any of the use of this broadcast direct pictures, distributions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
Yeah, he's struggling. Big man is struggling. I don't think he's going to make it through the season. It's just hard to see him making it through the season. It really is. And I know Mike Tomlin trying to hold on to that situation, but he should have cut that loose, man. He's actually hurting the team more than helping the team.
The Eagles have a 9-point lead, 15-6 over the Falcons. We get set for the third quarter. We welcome you to the booth. Greg Olson, my new partner. I'm Kevin Burkhardt. Jalen Hurts, we had a lot of questions about him. He started 4 games last year. He answered a lot of them in that first half.
I think if you're Nick Sirianni, you've got to be thrilled with your young quarterback, right? I mean, he's checked every box.
Yeah, he's struggling bad, man. Like, I don't see him making it through 17 games. I just don't. Especially when it get cold. Why do you think Brady went to Tampa? It's the reason why Brady went to Tampa. One of the reasons is warm weather. He wanted to go to the Chargers. He wanted to go to the Chargers. He wanted to go to the 49ers. And he wanted to go to the Raiders. And they didn't want him. and he chose the Bucs. I'm just keeping it real. That was his three choices right there before the Bucs. I mean, it was the West Coast teams first, and then we was like the fourth option. The Panthers are improved. They still young though.
Yeah, early in the game, right? We saw him pulling on the zone read for a big pickup there early. We saw him throw on time here to Lavonte Smith on the early touchdown in the first series, and then there at the end of the 2-minute drive, avoiding some of the rush.
Like your opportunity to win big is in a window, and if you don't draft well in key positions, you're gonna struggle. And the Steelers, they revamped their entire O-line because of Roethlisberger.
So Philadelphia up 9. They start the second half with Miles Sanders in the backfield. They'll give it to him. Sanders cuts back to the right. No one there. Miles Sanders up to the 40 and out near the 45. There was nobody there on the cut.
Oh, Roethlisberger, Jesus Christ.
After a 23-yard game.
It's just a bad fit here by the Falcons defense. You can see.
Guess who's the defensive coordinator for the Buffalo Bills? Leslie Frazier. He was open. Najee Harris was open. Oh, Big Ben missed him.
Great run there. Miles Sanders.
They'll do it again. This time up the middle. This time nothing doing. This time we go down the field. Say hello to Pam Oliver.
Wide open.
Well, the Falcons started the game offensively fast and furious.
That's the thing about holding on a quarterback a little bit too long. Like even with the Colts with the Phillip Rivers situation, the Broncos with Peyton Manning. I mean, when they fell off like off the cliff. And we don't have to worry about that right now with Tom Brady. Tom Brady take care of himself, clearly. But at some point, we're going to have to get a quarterback, for the future. And I don't know what the Bucs' future looks like, to be honest with you, at quarterback. I mean, you got Kyle Trask, but he needs like 2 or 3 years of development before he actually looking, something, Yeah, Lovie Smith is a D coordinator for the Texans, and Leslie Frazier is a D coordinator for the Buffalo Bills. Amazing, ain't it? Some guys are just better coordinators. The thing about Jalen Hurts, man, limited. Jalen Hurts doesn't do a good job reading secondary. Jalen Hurts is a one-read quarterback.
He catches up to Jalen Hurts. Really nice play there by Mariner. Big sack, forcing the fourth down.
That'll bring out Aaron Zippos, his first NFL punt.
Yeah, somebody asked earlier, how in the world does the Seahawks keep winning? I don't know. To be honest with you, I mean, Russell Wilson, Pete Carroll, they just find a way to get 10 wins, don't they? Just find a way to get 10 wins. It is like, I just think that's weird with the Seahawks, man. They just find a way to get 10 wins and get in the playoffs. They haven't had a losing season with Russell Wilson. It's crazy, right?
Progressive presents At Home with Baker Mayfield.
I'm happy she's renovating her kitchen, but if I have to hear about subway tile one more time,
Oh, right? She acts like she's the first person to ever put it in her home.
hello, 1904.
Oh, there she goes.
Taylor Heineke threw a touchdown pass.
My walk-in bonnet.
She's a good egg, though.
Yeah, she is. She is. Did you hear she's pulling her kids out of tennis?
Stop it again.
The Seahawks finds the way to win games. Yikes. DJ Dallas, a guy that got drafted out of Keyshawn Vaughn. Like, what do we, I'm going to talk about that this week, about the Bucs running back situation, number 80, the running game, Bucs secondary. I'm going to make separate videos for those topics too. So I got some topics I want to talk about. The Bucs running game, Ronald Jones in particular, the secondary, number 80, so, but we don't have We don't have it right now in the backfield right now. Mentally struggling. Like, what the heck does that mean? Mentally struggling.
The Chevy Silverado with the available multi-flex tailgate. Find new adventures on your Arians Chevrolet. With NFL Game Pass, you can see every snap from every game. And watch your team on your time.
Oh yeah, Roby straight. Roby straight. But yeah, man. Can you explain that, Bruce Arians? Like, mentally struggling?
That's why the entire state of Nebraska is headed to Norman this year, hoping for another classic. With Oklahoma's barreling into Saturday with the Heisman frontrunner at the
What do I think about?
Saturday strong.
All right, 15-6 Eagles here in Atlanta, week 1 of the season.
What do I think about Dirty Birds? Nah, they'll be lucky to get 6 wins, man. The Falcons will be lucky to get 6 wins. I'm watching the offense right now, and it's like I just don't see us. Like, they got explosion, but it's like spotty.
Questionable. Now, one of the points from Nick Sirianni at the half, he told me that he knows Arthur Smith so well, he expects him to go no huddle and go to Calvin was against go.
Right side, he is in trouble, and down he goes. It looked like Barrett was the first one there, and then Sean Bradley there to clean it up.
Yeah, Cam, Kirk Cousins, Taylor Heineke, like, Cam was right. There's not 32 starting quarterbacks better than him. He's right. He's right. He ain't lying. He's not lying. Would you take Cam over Kirk Cousins, Taylor Heineke, Matt Ryan?
There that he gets pulled by Kayvon Wallace. He probably does. I think Kayvon Wallace kind of got away with one there. Either way, though, it's incomplete. Another tough series.
Matt Ryan, boy. Atlanta O-line is horrible, too.
Kind of sputtered a little bit here on offense.
I think red zone the difference, right? Atlanta's been there twice, 2 field goals. Philly's been there twice, 2 touchdowns.
Absolutely.
And the thing about it, Atlanta's moving the ball more than Philly, but they just only got 6 points. I just noticed a lot of teams are strictly out of the shotgun. Yeah, Matt Ryan done, man. He's done. Like Matt Ryan, Roethlisberger, Carson Wentz, Sam Darnold, Jared Goff. I'll take Cam over all them. Tyrod Taylor. Carson Wentz, and they try to push that BS narrative about Carson Wentz. Oh, Frank Wright and Carson Wentz. Oh yeah, the media really likes Carson Wentz. They really like him. The media really likes Carson Wentz. They try to make every excuse. Carson Wentz, Jared Goff, these Sam Darnold. They make excuses for him. Oh, these coaching. Carson Wentz needs to be back with Frank Wright. He'll look so much better. Like, nah, man. What about Josh Allen? Josh Allen, I got to see one more good year out of him. One good year is not going to make me be like, yeah, he's nice.
In that case, this one goes out to an ex-best friend of mine. He took my rate. Stay it away.
Yeah, one good year. You're not gonna tell me Allen is like top level. Like, I think he needs to give me. Like, remember, to be really good, you have to do consecutive years. You just can't have one good year and all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, if Andrew Luck come back, he's immediately a top 10 quarterback.
About 29 overall, the worst passing defense in the league. Now, part of that, no pass rush whatsoever. So it all goes hand in hand. They had no player with 5 sacks last year. It's the only team in the NFL that didn't have that. And that's why
Atlanta was stupid for drafting. Should have drafted a defense.
22 Super Bowls in this league. They do have 1 sack today. That's it. Here's Hurts on the pull. There's a block. Jalen Hurts first down and more. Great block from Goddard. Out in front of the whole thing.
Great play design. You talked about it. Watch Goddard here. He's going to pull around. Watch him pull around the outside. They're going to crack and pin, and then he's going to be the escort around the outside for Jalen Hurts. Great play design, well executed. They're playing to their quarterback's strengths, which is a credit to Nick Sirianni and this offensive staff.
And Zach Ertz is back in the game.
Josh Allen's struggling.
Good block. Ertz back in there. Both tight ends been effective.
Oh, don't worry about Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson was all hype. He threw a pick.
From the 44, Sanders patiently running. Sanders good cut. Into the box. Sanders still going inside the 40.
Oh, the Falcons defense is so bad.
Kelsey out leading the way, and Miles Sanders picks up 18.
Watch Sanders here. He just gets behind the wave of his offensive lineman. Kelsey's out in front. Look at the patience. Setting up a block to the outside of Deion Jones by Kelsey. Gets in his wake a little bit. It's the difference between getting tackled and getting 7-8 more yards.
I think that's what they're going to run it again. This time it's Gainwell. The rookie was playing a lot here today. Back to Sanders. 8 carries, 69 yards. He was 4th in the NFL in yards per carry last year.
Josh Allen don't look good.
Had a couple of those nice runs today. Going quick. Gainwell again. And he's got enough for a first down. It was interesting at the end of the first half.
It's sad, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand the shiny new toys about the Falcons and they want to get Kyle Pitts, but that they should have got J.C. Horn or Patrick Surtain. Or they could have traded back and got some more picks and drafted some more defense. Like, they should have did what Carolina did. This is why Carolina's going to be better than the Falcons. Last year, Carolina drafted all defense. They had a whole defensive draft. Atlanta needs to do that. Atlanta needs a draft that has straight defense. All 7 picks. And if you can trade back, get more picks, and draft all defense. Don't draft no offensive players. Sprinkles. I'm watching Atlanta game. I'm just. It ain't looking good for them, man. And pound for pound, that's a Falcons channel. If you want any more information about the Falcons or any more insight about the Falcons, pound for pound, it's a Falcons channel on YouTube. They talk about a lot of Atlanta stuff. And I would love to come on their show and or they come on my show and we could talk about the game. But they wouldn't last with me. I don't think they'll last with me. I think they'll struggle with me. They'll struggle talking to me, man. Because they ain't got no talking points, really. They don't have any talking points. Yeah, Zach Wilson is 7 for 20 for 81 yards and an interception. But remember, he was hyped up. Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers-like ability. No, man. Trying to have he's a great value version of Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes. Great value. He's more closer to, I don't know. I'll go for it. Might as well. The Falcons ain't doing nothing offensively. Pound for pound, where you at? I'm calling you out. If anybody watch that channel, man, go ahead and run over the pound for pound real quick and tell them to come holler at me. Tell them to come holler at BucosLocker. That was a bad play call. That was a bad play call.
It looked like Gainwell and Hurts kind of ran into each other. I think they stopped it. Put down the spot. It's a turnover on downs for the second time here today. That was not clean. It wasn't a clean exchange. I don't know if Gainwell wasn't expecting him to give it, but it just wasn't a clean handoff. Great stop. Promising drive ends up fourth down. Falcons with a big hole, but they're down by.
That was a bad play call.
Yeah, Chevy Silverado. Check it. What's that? That's all. You extend the bed. The longer stuff. That's right. And it becomes worse. Put your laptop. Sending an imaginary.
This is how you know quarterbacks are washed up. They only throw short passes and deep sideline balls. Oh, Darius Leonard with a nice play. What's up, Rizlo? One of my gunners. I'm gonna change the name from shooters to gunners. One of my gunners on the ship, on the BucosLocker ship. One of my gunners, man, to mount them guns, man. Here come the Colts. The Colts trying to make a comeback. 34 passes by Josh Allen. Good Lord. No, I'm not streaming that game. For what? They're not next. I'm streaming the games I'm streaming next week's opponent only. That's it. I'm not. Why am I streaming the Saints and Packers game? I don't have any horse in that race. I have no horse in that race, so I don't need to stream that game. I'm gonna watch the game, but I'm not going to stream it. A lot of the times with play calling, it's all about the feel of the game.
Well, you can help support Hurricane Ida recovery efforts in the Gulf and Northeast. Visit NFL.com/Hawkins.
Fore lookout is for we're going to have an outlook for the next week opponents. As soon as the Saints become next week's opponent, I'll watch their game, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to just watch random games. I'm only going to watch games that we got to play. The team we got to play next. Illegal formation.
We're going to get offensive PI here on Hayden Hurst.
Why they keep running out routes with Kyle Pitt? Get him up the field.
So here to the bottom of the screen, you see they're in a two-man bunch here. Hayden Hurst is going to come and watch it just gets just enough of the shoulder.
Stupid out routes. Wow, what are they doing with Kyle Pitts, man?
Hayden's got to be. We saw Zach Ertz do it on the touchdown in the first half. But you got to kind of play actor a little bit. That's just too deliberate.
What are they doing with Kyle Pitts, man?
That's an easy one for them to see.
Penalties in this game, 11 for the Eagles, 8 for Falcons. First and 20. Four-man rush, line over the middle. There's Pitts delivering. Good
There you go, Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts is going to pick up 18 yards.
I'm glad we can kind of talk about it a little bit because everyone around that organization, from Matt Ryan to Arthur Smith, they just rave. And we all saw him last year in college, and the kid's so impressive, but they just rave about the athlete he is, the player that he is. I like them getting him involved here in the second half.
Big ball is loose. Patterson picks it up. That could have been a disaster. Alert by Cordero Patterson. That'll bring up a third down.
We were talking about
Possibly.
Matt Ryan said the first time I got together with him.
But I'm not really worried about that right now. I'm not worried about the Saints playing the Bucs right now.
It took me a few reps to say, this guy's moving a lot faster.
We'll talk about that when we play the Saints, but I'm not really worried about that right now. I'm gonna try to focus more on the Falcons, and I'm gonna look around a little bit, but I'm more focused on the game, the next week opponent.
Third down after the fumble. Ryan gets out. Wide open. Davis, first down. And on another penalty flag.
A lot of penalties, man.
Inside the 30, and it might be coming back again.
I think it's another PI, KB. I think they got Calvin Ridley this time on another PI.
Nice.
So watch again. Alex Singleton, yeah, he doesn't need to do that, KB. Like, again.
These stupid pick plays they trying to run. Falcons and these stupid pick plays.
But it looked, he's setting his route just
It's stupid.
there, box him out, but be big. Mike Davis is uncovered. You just can't make that initial. You can't initiate that contact. We've now seen him do it twice.
Yeah, before the ball was completed. So it's now the big play, third is 15. Pressure up the middle. Ryan gets rid of it underneath Hurst. And it's going to be well shot first down. Steven Nelson up there to make the tackle. So big turn of events for Atlanta.
Atlanta's so bad. Oh my God.
Thanks, Garrett. Washington trailing 13-9. Taylor Heineke in for injured Ryan Fitzpatrick finds Logan.
This is so bad. Jeez Louise. They can't even do nothing.
There we go again. Greg Olsen, the tight end.
See, Chris, I like what you're doing. Because every game we cut up your tight end.
I'm telling you, man, they need to go straight up defensive draft.
One game in, and I'm hearing it. That was a big turn of events for Atlanta. Ryman had a huge gain, comes back on the penalty, now they're punting it away. And a short punt.
Oh, they're so bad. Oh my God.
Good field position here. So, a lot of penalties, a lot of mistakes. Falcons miss an opportunity. Eagles get the ball back. Late third quarter, up by 9 from the ATL.
Tasha, did you know Geico could save you hundreds on car insurance and a whole lot more? So what are you waiting for? Hip Hop Group Tag Team to help you plan dessert.
Sprinkles.
Thanks for coming. Now, when it comes to a financial plan, this broker is your man. Let's open your binders to page 188. Carl, are there different planning options in here? Options?
Plans we can build on our own or with help from a financial consultant, like Schwab does. Can we adjust our plan? Or like if we're buying a new house.
And now Sunny work.
Do you offer a complimentary retirement plan for him?
I think free. Just like Schwab.
Look forward to planning with Schwab.
The new crispy chicken sandwich taco from Taco Bell.
Sprinkles.
Sandwich or a taco?
Hell yeah, we should beat the Falcons next week, man.
Try it. The special.
We're gonna beat them, man. I mean, like, I'm just trying to scout some things, man. All the good games coming on later, man. All the good games, the action-packed games, the good team is good team. Now the Steelers in the Buffalo game is pretty good, defensively, heavy defense. Josh Allen has not looked good. Regressed to his actual passing percentage below 60%. That's his norm. Last year was an outlier. Carson Wentz, the media tried to hype him up and coddle him with Frank Wright. He needs to get back to Frank Wright, and they try to coddle him. You know, Jared Goff, it is who he is. You know, Minnesota, Kirk Cousins, they try to, they don't really, they leave him alone. But he's not doing good. Roethlisberger's washed up. There's about several quarterbacks that's not doing anything, man. Like,
So, KB, the big point to make here on that last pass interference call by Calvin Ridley. He's fine right here. Now, watch him initiate the contact. He makes the contact, but the key is the ball's still in the air. He can make contact. It has to be after Mike Davis makes the reception. It's the right call, but it's a tough call there for a good change the whole complexion of third.
well, Mike Evans disrespect. It is what it is. I mean, that guy got it. He can only blame himself. Carson Wentz ain't looking good.
Jalen Hurts just looked at Nick Sirianni at the last play, and he gave him the let's hurry up and get on the ball signal. It doesn't look like Sirianni's going to listen to him. They're bringing in some of their big tight end personnel, but so what Jalen's saying is, we're short. Let's just line right back up and run it again and pick up the first down, but they decided to huddle. Eagles go 3 tight ends on 3rd and inches. Picked up 5.5. The left side of the offensive line there just mauled Atlanta. I mean, that was just straight up downhill run. Watch the left side of the offensive line there. I mean, they just come downhill and just get right after him. Really good pickup there in short yardage. We talked before about Mailata. I'd run behind him too.
Yeah. Kirk Cousins, he's done, man. Kirk Cousins is another quarterback. You're not going anywhere with him. Not going anywhere with Kirk Cousins. You're not going anywhere with Carson Wentz. You're not going anywhere with Big Roethlisberger. Not going anywhere with Jared Goff.
Not having pads and being like, hey, this week we kind of tackle this guy with the ball. I mean, look at him. It's incredible. The guy's an insane athlete. Told us a great story about Jeff Stoutland, the Eagles offensive line coach, coming down to work him out at the IMG Academy down in Bradenton, Florida.
Man, if you miss on a quarterback this draft, you're done. Falcons defense so bad.
Sure looked like if he got by the initial wave.
It's the 3rd time today they called on Grady Jarrett holding. So on these screens, the offensive line, you see him grab Kelsey by the collar there and pull him back. Grady Jarrett does. But what a good.
Boy, the Falcons defense is so bad.
Really well set up.
Oh, Anthony Robinson? Oh, you're a beast, man. Damn, mother needs to stop playing around, man. Let that man start, man. Red shirt fresh, dog. Let him play. I understand Emmerman Jones is there. He waited, but, man, when talent is there, talent is there. AR-15, he's that dude. Ooh, the Falcons is bad. Another young back from Memphis. Antonio Gibson, Gainwell, better than Keyshawn Vaughn. Whew. Falcons defense, boy. Same issues they had last year, the year before that, the year before that. When are they going to learn? That Cal Pitts pick is going to hurt them in the long run. We're going to destroy the Falcons. Oh, my goodness. That Kyle Pitts pick looks bad every play. Every game, that pick is gonna look bad.
Point is up and good. And the Eagles started to take command of this game. Kenny Gainwell's had a big role here today. Played the entire 2 minutes. Has had some touches.
Yeah, no more 50-50 balls for Mike Evans, man. Can't do that. Brady's not gonna do that.
6 carries, 26 yards, and the score. And now we hear this from Lowe's.
Mike Evans got to be wide open for the Brady to throw him the ball. But yeah, Evans can kiss those 50-50 balls goodbye. It's too much of a risk. It's too much of a risk. And we saw that with Winston. Winston threw Mike Evans a lot of 50-50 balls, and they got 41 of them got picked. 41 balls got picked throwing the ball to Mike Evans. I brought this up a while ago. You don't think Brady's smart enough to understand that? You don't think Brady saw that when Winston was throwing the ball to Mike Evans? 41 interceptions throwing the ball to Mike Evans. Led the NFL from 2015 to 2019. You don't think Brady saw that? Brady's smart. Brady very smart. He saw that. A lot of 50-50 balls got picked. Just don't do it. Yeah, forcing the ball to Evans, 41 interceptions. Winston forcing the ball to Evans, 41 interceptions. That's a lot. Throwing the ball to a particular receiver. Brady not going to do that. Brady too smart. Brady's way too smart. Yeah, he's not gonna force the ball to Mike Evans for what? No need to. It is what it is. Evans will be okay. He's my guy. Yeah, but forcing that ball, it ain't gonna not happening. Oh, the Titans getting destroyed.
Something that'll be interesting to see, KB, when we talked to Arthur Smith yesterday, he actually brought up the point that, in his opinion, offensive play callers get away from the run too early. So here he finds himself trailing into the third quarter. How long can he keep that philosophy? How long until he hands this game to Matt Ryan and says, hey, go win it, bring us back?
Well, keep in mind, it's still a 2-score game, right? So 16 points, that's where it's at.
If Atlanta don't score right here, the game over.
Something here. Ryan, incomplete. That had dangerous and maybe a little too early that time. Anthony Harris could have gotten over the back of Mike Davis. Let's find out.
Yeah, Vic Beasley was the last highest pick.
Taking a while for them to kind of talk this through.
The thing about it is how we can't develop quarterbacks, the Falcons can't develop a defense. How we can't develop quarterbacks is how the Falcons can't draft defensive players. Horrible.
He said, run it. As long as we don't give up chunks, passes over the top, explosive runs, we want you to run the ball all day.
Ryan, let it throw it far side of the field, has a completion out, muscling his way for a first down. Good effort that time.
Cordell Patterson been their best player.
So what do you mean by that? Not carrying a good go ahead. He's just going to give up 10-yard runs all day?
No, you don't want the explosive, right? In his mind, a 5-yard hitch on first and second down, not going to kill me. A 4 or 5-yard run, not going to kill me. It's the explosives, the 10-plus yard runs he's trying to eliminate.
16 seconds left in the third. They're going to run it again to Davis. Davis runs into a brick wall. The Eagles were ready for it. Josh Sweat helping blow that play up, and that may take us to the end of this third quarter. And the Falcons have some work to do
Boy, they look bad, man. They look washed. No excitement, no nothing. I don't know what they're trying to do, man. Yeah, Evans gonna eat. He gonna eat, and I think Brady gonna throw in the ball against the Falcons because the Falcons secondary is not that good. AJ Terrell's gonna be guarding Mike Evans.
Your company can monitor threats on both sides, address all those regulations, and still create all new experiences. Trustworthy AI-powered security. That's why so many businesses work with IBM.
The baddest superstars on the planet are unleashed in prime time. All new Friday Night SmackDown at 8 Eastern on Fox.
Nobody's doubling Mike Evans, man. I don't know where is the narrative coming from. Like, he's getting single covered, man. Like, I don't understand this. Oh, Mike Evans keep getting doubled. No, he's getting one-on-one. He's not getting open. I don't know where his narrative come from. Evans my guy, but he's not getting open, man. He just doesn't have the muscles, the quick twitchy muscles to get open like that. He's got to run by you, or or push off. Like he's got to wait. I mean, the younger Mike Evans is a beast, but the older Mike Evans is not gonna be he's not gonna be at top level. Still top 20. You know what I'm saying? Still top 20 though. Mike Evans still top 20, but he's not going to be like at the level of those other guys. Jordan Jefferson, Justin Jefferson, or he's not going to be at that level anymore. DK Metcalf, all those guys passed him now. You know what I'm saying? All the younger guys have passed him up now. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's no knock on it. It's just the name of the game. And his body type, he's going to end up being like a Vincent Jackson. The older he get, he's going to be like a Vincent Jackson, a possession receiver. Which is, we need that. We need a possession receiver. Go over the middle, take those hard hits.
Right now, the Eagles are okay. Just like the song says, they start the fourth quarter up 22-6 on the Falcons. Really quite a nice ball game. 361 yards of offense, 220 as we start the fourth. Atlanta has been sluggish since the first quarter. Trying back as he throws incomplete, and the pressure caused it with Graham. Now to Pam Oliver. Pam, what do you see?
Well, Arthur Smith was livid as he looked at the images of the Falcons.
Yeah, see, that's what the thing about Roethlisberger. It's either a deep ball on the sideline or a check down. He doesn't look good doing anything outside of that. Garoppolo had a good game today. Yeah, he doesn't look good throwing the ball in the middle of the field, like down the sideline or check down balls, short passes. Almost got picked. Darius Slay. Carson Wentz, boy, yikes.
Last year, there was such pressure on him. Everywhere the opponent's top receiver went, he was following. Now, with the addition of Steven Nelson, they feel like they're a little more balanced, a little more zone presence on defense. What a good play there. Stuck his foot and drove. Lucky that wasn't a pick six. Yeah, consider this.
Boy, man, Ryan's horrible. What up, man? Corey Jackson, what up, man? The Saints fan up in here. I see you. Real team comes on at 3:30. All right, man. I hear you, man. I hear you, dog. Steelers up. Steelers just scored. Yeah, the Vikings in trouble, man. They got to figure out what they're going to do with Kirk Cousins, man. Yeah, the Vikings in trouble. mean, I'm not gonna live stream the game. I'm gonna watch the game. Like I said, I'm not gonna do a coverage on them though, like live coverage on them like I'm doing the Falcons. I'm not trying to take views from the Falcons fans and nothing like that. It just we play y'all next week. Pound for pound, man. What's up with y'all team, dog? Y'all got a lot to talk about. Well, I mean, see, it's easy to look good against bad teams. But when you play teams that's equally good or have a top level coach, it's hard to beat teams that with top level coaches that got a good coaching staff. I don't care who the quarterback is. Roethlisberger's washed, but for some strange reason, the Steelers are winning. That's coaching. They got a really good defense. This is why we're trying to tell y'all: get your emotions. If you don't like a player, that's fine. But when that doesn't define the rest of the team. If the rest of the team is good, like the Steelers are good, they got a good running game, they got a decent O-line, they got a really good defense. Roethlisberger is going to be the problem down the road, but it doesn't count them out of games because they got a good defense. People really thought Josh Allen was going to bombs away. No, not against the Steelers. Rams, Steelers, top level, you just can't bombs away like that. It doesn't work. You guys got to watch the game. Stop focusing on players. Just watch the game. Watch the coaching staffs. I mean, look at the Atlanta coaching staff. They're not a good coaching staff. They don't have a good defense. They don't have a good pass rush. They don't have a good secondary. They got Deion Jones. Offensively, they don't have a great line. Quarterback is average now. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys got to look at the bigger picture. Stop focusing on one player. Look at the bigger picture when you're looking at teams. Look at the team. Look at the team. Look at the organization. Like, the Steelers are a really good organization. The Buffalo Bills are trying to get there. Look at Seattle and the Colts. The Colts was a trendy pick, right? The Colts were a trendy pick, but they getting manhandled by the Seahawks. A steady team. Carroll, Russell Wilson, a decent defense, solid, not world beaters, but solid organization. It's so crazy. The Giants and the Redskins Thursday Night Football. Why do these teams get these primetime games? Like these bad teams. Well, it's a reason why teams like that keep getting primetime games because they're major cities, major markets, major media markets. New York, Washington. So even though if they're not that good, they're going to get primetime games. I just never understood those weird primetime games with bad teams or teams that's not really going to make a difference in the bigger picture. Like, this is why we got a lot of primetime games. I mean, Deion Jones good. Deion Jones, like I said, it's one of Deion Jones, Grady Jarrett.
We've talked about Miles Sanders, the runner. Watch Miles Sanders right here and watch him come and fill this hole. GP styles up a blitz. I mean, that's textbook by the running back. That leads to the big play. And Hurts quick. And Hurts picked it up and alertly threw it away. No, 2nd and 10, that could have been a mess. But to your point, comes across the formation by Sanders to save and pick up the first. Everyone talks about running backs with the ball in their hand, right? That's a given. What impact can you make on the offense without the ball? Getting guys open. Well, right there, Miles Sanders, he's the reason for that pass completion and first down. That's a great job in pass protection versus an overload pressure.
Miles Sanders is nice.
Well, we've talked about the rookies coming in. 2 top 10 picks. Kyle Pitts, highest tight end ever drafted. Lavonte Smith, the Heisman Trophy winner. Well, today so far, and I know it's a team game, but Lavonte Smith has won this matchup going away, 6 for 71 and a touchdown, and he's been a big focal point of the offense. Pitts has never really gotten in any groove, but then again, neither has Atlanta's offense. But that's a story. On 3rd and short, Sanders just gets blown up. He had no shot. Eric Harris came in from the safety spot by a Lucan, helped get him off his stride too.
Yeah, great play there. You touch on Harris and a Lucan penetration in the backfield. That play never had a chance.
Yeah, heavy pressure. The Jets just scored. Yeah, Zach Wilson hasn't looked good at all. The Chargers are winning.
Finish the play. Harris and Lucan. Okay, this Atlanta defense, they've had their ups and downs. They give up some plays. They've gotten some stops when they needed to.
Offense horrible.
Atlanta's offense now do their part. Get them back in this game.
They've got stops last 2 possessions, right? Still plenty of time to go. 11:42 in this game. It's a 2-possession game.
Pass rush, man. Steelers pass rush was nice.
He drops another one inside the 10. What an NFL debut from Aaron Sipoff, the 28-year-old from Auburn, former Australian rules professional player. He is making a dent here today. Falcons team did their job. Now will the offense. They're down big.
Let's make a bet. No, I'm not buying no Saints jersey, man.
We can change that.
Steelers. Block field goal. Block punt. Steelers, man, like organization, man. This is what I'm be trying to tell y'all, man. One guy don't make a team, dog. It don't work like that. One guy don't make a team, man. Trying to tell y'all, them good organizations, man. Good GM, good coaching staff. Even if the quarterback is not that good, they still find ways to win. Steelers just good, man. But they not beating us, though. Roethlisberger ain't gonna work against us. Man, the Steelers up, man. Good Lord. This dude, Corey Jackson, man, Famo, I'm not worried about y'all right now, man. Y'all don't play us next week, so I don't need to do a breakdown about the Bucs versus the Saints. We'll see when we get to Halloween. When Halloween get there, we're gonna see. Matter of fact, the week before Halloween, I'm going to do a forward lookout on the Saints. Who y'all played the week before us? Who y'all played before we play y'all Halloween? What game y'all played week 7, I believe, I think was. The game before Halloween. Who y'all play, Corey Jackson? Who y'all play before we play y'all Halloween? I'll do a live stream for that game, the forward lookout. The Titans getting their butt whooped. The Falcons got to score right now. They got to score this drive right here. And a 2-point conversion. 2 of them. Oh, the Seahawks? Yeah. So, the week before we play y'all, I'm going to do a live stream, the Saints and the Seahawks. I'm going to do a forward lookout. I'm going to go to the front of the ship. And I'm going to look out. A starboard bow. Don't worry about us. You worry about the Seahawks. What do you worry about?
I think so, right? They had such success with it early in the game. They led some of their better drives, and they've kind of gone away from it. They've slowed back.
I'll do a live stream right there. I'll do a live stream, Saints versus Seahawks. I'm going to do a forward lookout because we play y'all the following week. Matt Ryan only got 116 yards passing.
We're going to put a deep shell around the cover, around the offense. We're going to keep the ball from going over the top. We're going to limit. We're going to rally. We're going to tackle. Well, the Falcons find themselves down 16.
That's weird. Matt Ryan ain't even got 20 yards passing. You mean to tell me the Eagles secondary that cold?
Maybe a little high, but he had his hands on it and couldn't hold it and slang on the coverage.
I think that's a catch yet. Tomorrow in film, I think you see Calvin Ridley. One of their few chances, we just talked about it, to push the ball downfield. Not a great ball. That's a ball Calvin Ridley, a player of his caliber, he knows he's going to catch it. But again, one of their first chances they've had for a chunk. They got to make those.
Calvin really got to catch that. Matt Ryan even got 200 yards passing. That's crazy against the Eagles secondary. The Eagles secondary that good?
Second down. Ryan just gets in the flag. Davis dropped it. Yikes.
Is the Eagles secondary that good?
Well, you talked about Jonathan Gannon. That's the new defensive coordinator for the Eagles. 38 years old. Defensive backs coach with Nick Sirianni in Indy the last 2 years. All he told us, his mantra, don't let the ball get over your head. Don't let the ball get over your head. And I'm not gonna
Wow. Jimmy G got 300 yards passing.
Which is such a novel concept in today's game. Build the team around your strengths for your players.
3rd and 10. Pressure. Fletcher Cox. Ryan sidearm gets away from it. They're not going to get a first down. Kyle hits up to the 30. And it looks like it's not even a decision. One team coming on with 10 minutes to go.
Yeah, he got off rhythm there. Cox made a great move. You see him right here lined up over the right guard, Lindstrom. He just beats him with speed, right? He's such an elite player for a long time. Gets Matt Ryan off his spot. It doesn't go in the books as a sack. They get off the field because of the pressure he puts on Matt Ryan.
They don't have any sacks, but I feel like they've rushed Fore almost exclusively the whole game, and they've gotten enough pressures, right?
And they literally have rushed Fore, and they've gotten home. But even when they haven't gotten home, they've put Matt Ryan under duress.
Good kick. Rager. Looking around for a seam, nothing there, and now this gets down. So that's that. No flags. Now this from DirecTV.
DirecTV stream, buy TV, and on demand together. Watch Serena Williams, Wonder Woman. Serena, Wonder Woman. Serena, Wonder Woman.
Oh, Seahawks beat the Colts. Matt Ryan even got 200 yards passing. I mean, Eagles Eagles played solid defense, man. They played solid defense. They didn't get beat over the top. They kept everything in front of them. You got to give Eagles the credit, man. They basically outplayed the Falcons. They outplayed them.
Shutting down Atlanta after an early good start for the Falcons offense. I mean, look at this half. They've allowed 56 total yards. Now the Eagles get it back up by 16, 9:21 to go.
I mean, let's just keep it real.
At 4 points, but still they make it difficult. Still 2-possession game. They're going to run it. Miles Sanders had a nice day.
Outplayed. I mean, just out game planned, out schemed them.
Sirianni's first game as head coach. Here he is, the former wide receivers coach, and you can tell talking to him, he still is a wide receivers coach, right? And that's a good thing.
And it oozes out of him, right? He wanted to spend the whole time talking about releases and how to get off the ball and route depth and technique. He's the head coach. He's the play caller. But in his bones, he is a position coach. He loves coaching wide receivers. They say every week, almost by the day, there's a video or a text in the wide receiver thread coming from the head coach Sirianni.
Yeah, Carson Wentz has had no chance, man, against the Seahawks, man. That's the difference between Russell Wilson and Carson Wentz. It's not even close. Like, remember, the media coddled Carson Wentz. Oh, Frank Wright. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Carson Wentz is a good fit. No, it's a bad fit. He's going to hold him back.
They were beasts. They won 3 national championships. Sirianni was there for that. They won 55 straight games at one point. And it's interesting. Did you ever call plays before? He was the OC in Indy, but he didn't really call the plays, even though he said I absorbed it from Frank Wright. He said, you know what? One time, 2011, he was on the staff for the Kansas City Chiefs before they fired Todd Haley. So Bill Buer was the offensive coordinator, was the run game guy. So he said, here, call these plays that day. The Chiefs beat the 13-0 Packers, so he called plays one other time until today, but I'd say today's going pretty well.
I think he's gotten off to a pretty good start. I think he would have signed up for this.
Now the Eagles will call a timeout. 7:49 to go on a 3rd and long. Coming up.
Carson Wentz. Can't believe that nonsense. Carson Wentz. Kirk Cousins. Jared Goff. Roethlisberger. Zach Wilson. Sam Darnold. None of those guys. I don't see it. Don't see it. Teddy Bridgewater. Tyrod Taylor. Matthew Stafford. This is low ceilings. Low ceilings. That's what when I'm doing that. That's low ceilings. They have low ceilings. You know what I'm saying? When I do that, when I name the quarterback and do that, that means they got low ceilings. They're not really. They don't have a high ceiling. They just kind of like that's what it is. Yeah, I'm watching all that. I'm not doing a live stream. I mean, yeah, I'm watching all the games pretty much. I'm kind of monitoring and flipping through. But I am watching it's America's game of the week. Like I'm just not gonna watch the game. Like I'm a football fan first. I'm a football guy first before the Bucs. I'm a football guy first before the Tampa Bay. You know what I'm saying? It's football. It's me first when it comes to football. Then the Bucs. I'm always gonna be a football guy. I'm a football guy. Saturday and Sunday, I'm a football guy. Like I said, I love the Bucs. I love my team, but I'm a football fan first. I'm not emotionally tied into one player in the NFL. All right, there's no emotions for me tied into a player. I have no ties to one guy. I mean, I like a lot of players around the league. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not tied into. I'm not emotionally tied into a player, man. I don't good or bad. I don't hate a player. I don't favor a player. I don't. That's what separates me from a lot of football fans because I don't have emotions to a player. Jalen Hurts has played a okay game, like college offense. I don't know if that's going to work long term against better defenses, but it's not going to work against us. We'll run through a college offense. It's not going to work on Bucs defense. If you're going to throw the ball a lot, you better have a good defense behind it to kind of counteract that. Everything has been short with the Falcons. Everything has been short. Garbage yards, man. Ryan is garbage yards. Garbage yards. Oh, Matt Ryan's washed. Poor Matt Ryan. Jeez Louise. We're going. Woo! Falcon fans, get ready. Falcons fans, get ready. You about to get towed up.
See what the penalty is here, but he's had a tough day. The rookie left guard gives up the sack, the strip, the fumble. See what the penalty is.
Oh, if you got any guard issues, we're gonna run through it. We're gonna run through you. If you have any guard issues, it's over.
Take the loss down, take the loss of yards, but at least you're off turnover. And we still have it. Now 2nd and 20, not enviable, but still Atlanta football. Eagles with the 4-man pressure really ramped up in this second half. Longest play today for Atlanta is just 18 yards. They're running here. That's not going to do a whole heck of a lot. 4 yards to Davis. I'm a big factor now, 6:22 to go.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. I mean, what you expect? The Lions, they be lucky to win 3 games. The Lions will be lucky to win 3 games. The Jaguars will be lucky to win 3 games. Who else? The Texans will be lucky to win 3 games.
So the way it works is they'll be in Matt Ryan's head there saying, hey, you don't need it all here on 3rd. This is 4-down territory. We got 2 downs to pick up this 1st down. That's why you see Matt Ryan not panic, force one down the field. Put it into 4th and 10 versus incomplete to 4th and 18. Atlanta's got to have it. 4th and 10. Pressure on Ryan. He's in trouble. Down he goes. Blitz through the line. Has a sack. And the Eagles defense.
It's over. Boy, the Falcons is bad. Jesus.
Last year from Pittsburgh. This was the player they anticipated pairing with Fletcher Cox. Got off to a little bit of a slow start last year with some injuries, but look at him here. Yeah, Mayfield, they've got to start sliding the protection to him. He's struggling with these 2.
Oh, we're going to have a boy. Vita, and Dominic and Sue going to have a field day on them Falcons guards in the center, boy. Woo. You better have a strong inside. The Eagles got a good D-line, man. They have a good D-line, man. Good God Almighty, boy! You, man. That's just bad. Bad, man. If you ain't got no interior lineman, oh, the Bucs will eat you up.
Yeah, Lane Johnson for a veteran again. Missed a lot of time last year coming off injury. You see him just wrap his right arm around Dante Fowler. He's got a block. Just keep your hands inside. The nice thing is when you're winning, we'll see.
Yeah, Matt Ryan's washed.
It's kind of nice to go in.
Super washed. And they chose to go move forward with them. They chose to move forward with Matt Ryan is beyond me. They should have drafted a quarterback, which is so interesting that they did not do it. And the thing so crazy, the Falcons defense is they're trying. You know, they're trying. The Falcons defense is trying.
Winston will take over for this squad. This game being played in Jacksonville because of Hurricane Ida, and Aaron Rodgers most likely the last year we've seen him in a Packers uniform with America's being released. That's coming up next.
Yeah, Roethlisberger's not going to make it through 17 games. No way. Ooh. They're running a college offense. Wow. There's a lot of Eagles fans in the stadium, too.
He's got to be thrilled with his young quarterback. He's answered every question that's been thrown at him.
They need a quarterback, man. The Eagles beat the Falcons with a college offense. Wide receiver screens, gimmicky stuff. The Falcons, they don't know what to do. A gimmicky offense, college offense.
Take a look at it again. Watching Jordan Mailata coming in from the inside out. Oh, that looks like the rugby video we saw before, KB. He just takes out Richie Grant. Rager does the rest. Really good play design. Really good execution. It's as good as it gets right there. You don't want to go crazy.
Wow, the Steelers going to beat the Bills. Number 68, rugby player, man. Number 68 is a rugby player. He just got a big contract. They gave him a huge contract. And they drafted Andre Dillard, a left tackle. The Eagles drafted a left tackle, Andre Dillard. And this guy came from Australia as a rugby player, and he's a starting left tackle? Athletic, man. Steelers going to pull a hard-fought victory, man. Redskins, Washington football team. Offense going to hurt them. Tennessee surprisingly losing. Don't sleep on Arizona. See, think about Arizona. They start out fast, man. Like, I think they're gonna fall apart at the end, though. But the Eagles, though, they got a good D-line, man. And they got a lockdown corner. Oh, Jesus Christ. Matt Ryan is washed.
This is nothing, right? Coming in, he's got a clean slate. Carson Wentz has been, traded. He's gone. This is his team.
Jalen Hurts has played better than Carson Wentz. Matt Ryan's washed. These stupid out routes they call it with Kyle Pitts is weird. Remember, Josh Allen was the media darling. Go look at Josh Allen numbers. Look at Josh Allen numbers. Throwing the ball over 40 times. Sack. Good God almighty, boy. Atlanta getting destroyed. Damn.
They know it's a pass situation. This time it's not Mayfield. He just runs the center back. Hennessy just runs it over. His D-line has become a force. 3rd and 13. Line pressure again. Wow. Gage with his first catch of the day, amazingly. And somehow he defeated back. Still not enough for a first, but still watching it.
Josh Allen, boy, yikes. Yeah. Media, the media, darling. Well, Atlanta getting destroyed, man. But the media can want what they want. The media can want what they want. You can't force an MVP. Remember, Josh Allen's a top 10 player, according to the media. And whatever. No, I don't think so. I can name 10 guys better than Josh Allen.
Look at the completion percentage of Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen. Two guys that can use their legs. First years in the league, they were in the 50s. And then year 3, look at their improvement, right? And it just didn't come again one game. But showing you there's ability there for him to get better in every area.
Yeah, the precedent has been set, right? Some of these young, dynamic, athletic quarterbacks who may or may not have struggled early with completion percentage. There is history there that they can make that jump. The early signs are he's on his way.
They overturned the ball. Obviously, that was an easy one. They're going to move the ball back.
The thing about it with Josh Allen is he was always a below 60% passer. And he had one good year over 60%, and they blew him up like he was just like this. Oh my gosh. Like, no, man, he has a history since college of being a below 60% passer. He's regressed to the means. Oh. You see Atlanta O-line? Oh my gosh. It's turning into a bloodbath. Call it off, man. Call the dogs off, dog. Look at Arthur Blank. We gonna destroy Atlanta. Atlanta has no shot against the Bucs. This is a bloodbath. Is Atlanta the worst team in the NFL? Are they worse than the Jacksonville Jaguars? Is Atlanta worse than the Jacksonville Jaguars? Holy crap. They're getting destroyed.
This is a good defensive line. That young man's had a tough day, but the rookie will get better. This Eagles front 4, Hargrave with 2 sacks, Ridgeway with a sack.
Bloodbath. Pound for pound, where you at? I want to talk to pound for pound. Because they try to hype up the Falcons like they would really like that. No, man, y'all suck. Are the Atlanta Falcons the worst team in the NFL? Are they the worst team in the NFL? Are they worse than the Jacksonville Jaguars? Holy crap. That's embarrassing. They put that product on the field in Atlanta. Now, I got family there. The city don't want Matt Ryan. They are done with him. They chose Kyle Pitts, man. That was not the pick, man. They chose Kyle Pitts over defense. Remember, folks, it matters to these young quarterbacks, right? It matters to where you go at. It matters if you go to a solid organization, you can survive. But if you don't go to a solid organization, like I feel bad for Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence is not, it ain't going to look good for him. Unacceptable! Unacceptable! It matters. Zach Wilson, he went to a bad organization. Trevor Lawrence went to a bad organization. Trey Lance went to a good organization. Justin Fields went to an okay organization as far as defensively wise. You know what I'm saying? Like, it matters where you go at. Mac Jones went to a really good organization. It matters, man, for young quarterbacks. When you go to a really bad situation, it is hard to take that organization and put it on your back. Like, can't, man. It's hard, man. Mac Jones is in the perfect situation. At least Justin Fields got a good defense to work with. But Zach Wilson, Trevor Lawrence, nah, fam. Trevor Lawrence is that? Nah, man. You think you finna uplift the Jaguars? You think you finna uplift the Jets? Heck no. Even the quarterback that goes to the Lions, whoever the Lions draft next year, as far as top 10, it ain't gonna work. Ain't gonna work, man. Jacksonville Jaguars. Doesn't work, man.
This life so badly. Find out the truth.
Oh wow, the Bengals and Vikings in overtime.
It's time to start Saturday strong. Week 1 continues later today on CBS and Fox. Then tonight on NBC. Tune in tomorrow for Monday Night Football on ABC and ESPN. Stream games on mobile with the Yahoo Sports and NFL apps. Today's game is sponsored by Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3 5G and Z Flip 3 5G.
Okay. Opening weekend in the NFL on Fox. Glad to have you aboard today with our entire NFL on Fox crew. The Eagles have looked really good, especially in the second half. And Jalen Hurts has been terrific. 3 touchdown passes, no interceptions, 62 yards rushing. Here's Gainwell's had a big goal and a touchdown from the rookie. And congratulations today to our director, Artie Kemper, directing his 6th.
How the Steelers won this game?
NFL game. Producer Pete Chesko, always on our chair.
It's amazing how teams can find a way to win, man. Roethlisberger played like butt.
Story of this one. Jalen Hurts has been terrific. Hey, right down. Jalen Hurts has been great. Lavonte Smith, right? The rookie big impact, and they went to him a lot. He had a touchdown. We wondered about the young skill position players. They didn't look confident, right?
And I love the blend of the offense, the scheme, the play calling.
It's a college scheme. They're hyping up the Eagles. They're running a college scheme against a bad defense. When you draft a young guy, you immediately better fix the O-line. Immediately. Find a way to get that O-line right. Because if you draft a young quarterback and you just throw pieces around, it ain't going to work like that. You know, you gotta be smart, man. Like, yeah, GMs don't know what they're doing, man. You just can't pick a guy and say, oh, yeah, it's on your shoulders. No, man. Football is a team concept. You just can't put an organization and put it on one guy. It just doesn't work like that. This is why those young quarterbacks get failed. Even if they got talent. These guys got talent. It's just that they don't have the talent to just uplift organization. No quarterback does. You know, the coach GM combination got to work. You can't have multiple coaches coming in and out, multiple coordinators. You can't do that. You can't build teams like that. This is why Trevor Lawrence and Zach Wilson is going to struggle, because look at Sam Darnold, Carson Wentz. These guys they got talent because they got to the NFL, but they're limitations. So you have to compensate for what they don't do well. Only a small group of quarterbacks don't need a lot of talent. They make guys better. But the rest of those quarterbacks, you better get some pieces around them. Period. Zach Wilson and Trevor Lawrence is in bad situation. They are in a bad situation. Mac Jones, Trey Lance in the best situation. Justin Fields is in a okay situation.
Oh, yeah, Kevin, Vikings down 24-21, 3 seconds left. Greg Joseph's 53-yard field goal attempt is good, going to OT in Cincinnati.
Wow. Mike Zimmer doesn't like kickers very often, except when they do that. So that's a huge kick. Overtime they go. Josh Rosen
3 picks.
is in the game for Atlanta. He's a backup quarterback.
Josh Rosen, guys. I know some of you Bucs fans was all about Josh Rosen. Yeesh. Trash. Like Josh Rosen got caught in that same situation. He went to a team, Arizona, with a rebuilding and didn't really. 1 year, they fired their coach, and the next coach they bring in Cliff Kingsbury, and then boom, Cliff Kingsbury got his guy. So you can have talent as a quarterback, but if you go to a bad situation, you get screwed. Wow, 34. Matt Ryan had 35 attempts for 163 yards. That's bad. 2 bad teams, to be honest with you. The Steelers beat the Bills in Buffalo. Big win. Sean McDermott and Mike Tomlin went to William and Mary together. Josh Allen, overrated. They try to hype him up. Tough game. And then the thing about it is, the Falcons is the worst team in the NFC. The Lions are better than the Falcons. The Carolina Panthers are a little bit better than the Falcons. They got younger pieces, but the quarterback situation, I just don't trust it. Oh, wait a minute. What's going on with the Detroit Lions? What? Yo, I'm looking at the screen. The Detroit Lions, they down by 8? I thought they was getting blown out. Am I tripping? Anyway, back to the Falcons. They are the worst team in the NFL from what I've seen this weekend. That's the worst team in the NFL. The Falcons are the worst team in the NFL. The Falcons are the worst team in the NFL. They have no shot against the Bucs. I don't care what parallel. Do you believe in a parallel universe? I do. Wow. Sam Donald. I know Zach Taylor better win some games. I know that. Carolina Panthers and the Jets, two teams that's not really going anywhere, struggling. Like these games, like Falcons, Eagles, Panthers, Jets, these teams are top 10 teams, man. They're not going anywhere as far as making any noise. Their teams are building. 49ers fumbled. Kyle Shanahan better start winning some games. That's another media darling. They try to paint the narrative. The media narrative, they tried to paint Kyle Shanahan as this, oh, you know what I'm saying? He got a below 500 record. He needs to start winning games. Yeah, I'm relaxed, man. But anyway, I'm about to log off. I appreciate y'all joining the Fore Lookout, scouting next week opponent. Scouting next week opponent, and Kirk Cousins on 3rd and 11 throws a 6-yard route. That's typical Kirk Cousins. 3rd and 11, he throws a 6-yard route. Not even trying to get the first down. Anyway, thank you for joining Fore Lookout, where we scout the next week's opponent, which is the Atlanta Falcons. As you can see, the Atlanta Falcons are the worst team in the entire NFL. Yes, they are worse than the Jacksonville Jaguars. So, with that being said, thank you for joining BucosLocker. This is your boy Isaiah, coming to you again. Subscribe, like, comment, share on all the videos, and don't forget to hit notification bell icon to notify all new videos that's posted on this channel. And also, if you want to donate, please feel free to donate. All donations are welcome, big or small. With that being said, fire those cannons, seize the day, raise a flag. We risk to get the biscuit. Hashtag facts over feelings. Hashtag Falcons has no chance. I'm out.